What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello.
Cheers!
Are we unmuted?
We've
Yeah.
fucking made it.
What is this
Episode
brightness here?
100.
Can you scoot back?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you have a unicorn head, Jason. Don't worry about it. Just let it
I'm
be.
blending in.
You look like you're off of
A zombie.
a zombie from whatever
Zombie
show.
Land.
You got shot in the head and you're alive. It's okay.
They should have done a double tap.
What's up, everybody? We made it to episode 100. We are going to be drinking some old favorites and some new ones that we dared not to. So fuck it. Let's do it big for episode 100. We've got Seaquench Ale. We got Tank 7. And then we got a third one that we didn't tell anybody about. But it's a double IPA.
Wouldn't be right without one.
We had to get a fucking IPA for the 100th.
Oh, why didn't you tell me? I bought a whole bunch of IPAs from fucking whoever makes Cloud Catcher since Cloud Catcher's back. I would have brought one.
That's Odell.
Yeah, Odell.
We also got it
Right
from
there.
Odell. It's a Cerberus or something like
Yeah.
that. Mercenary. Double IPA. I had it at
Or
Old
if I can
Chicago
try
the
it.
other day. It was delicious. Before y'all
Nope.
get too worked up, has anybody else ever had a peanut butter jelly with sriracha? Or just me? What the fuck?
Peanut butter and jelly with
That
sriracha.
doesn't sound terrible.
Got nothing.
Will, when I went and bought some. I went to the liquor store the other day and Will was selling me liquor, and then he gave me a shot of this peanut butter bourbon or whiskey
Oh yeah,
at
I've
the
heard
counter,
that's-
and like I just went to the liquor store and I got a shot while I was in there. I was super happy.
Hey man, do it to it. So some wild things that have happened in our 2-week absence. And sorry about it. It's
It's only been 2 weeks. It feels like it's been 4 months.
Yeah, so when we say that it's been a crazy ass couple of weeks. The last time you saw us, I was in Omaha, Jason was in KC, and Tate and Chris were in Carolina. So since that time, I accepted a managing partner position in Fairview Heights, Illinois, and I have picked up and moved to Illinois that next Tuesday. Tate had a beautiful daughter named
Perry Lou.
Perry Lou. Oh, Perry Lou.
Cute as a button.
Is
Here's bud.
Perry short for like periwinkle or something else? Or is it just Perry?
Perri.
Right. Is it short for anything? Or is it just Perry?
Perry.
There we go. Just Perry. Jason has moved into a new house. Correct?
Yeah.
No longer living with
No
Brad.
longer the basement.
Wait,
he
hence the light,
doesn't live with Brad
which are
anymore.
giving
Is
me a
Brad moving
horn.
in with you now?
Wait, what?
Brad gonna like move to live in with you?
I don't know. He might live in my basement now. I have no idea.
You guys have this weird thing going on.
That
so,
would be the table's turn.
I mean,
wouldn't
I
it?
could see that happening.
I would find
Unlike
that-
you, Brad's a cool guy.
Oh shit. Oh, is there an update for it?
Yeah. Did that kill
He's
us?
DMing our new Pathfinder campaign, which has been going pretty cool.
See it on this one.
Ah.
Live with us while we're doing. So yeah, so there's been some craziness going on. Hence why we have not had a show.
Good.
But it could get interesting here on, just because we are all over the place. Tate is one father, child.
The number one.
I said the number one like there's two fathers. Sorry, your comments earlier were killing me with.
Cheers, Blair.
Cheers, Blair. Oh.
The paternity? Fucking 8 months.
Yeah, Tate doesn't go back to work till Thanksgiving because he's on paternity leave. So
It's the first
What
time
happened
I've
to
ever seen
Elder being
it
on tonight?
work out.
Hey,
It's like I looked up the fucking laws,
and
subsections
I'm
of the
milking
laws.
this shit. I am milking this shit for
Code
everything it's worth.
389 of fucking Directory 6.
Episode 100. I hope Tate and Jason are beyond their normal spiteful ways tonight.
Already
Nope,
begun.
nope, that shit didn't happen.
It started with me scaring Jason and him jumping like, I don't know. 4
Well, I was
inches.
messing with my sound, and it was right as I was messing with it because I thought maybe my shit was broken, and then you're like, "Oh, Jason, stop!"
Yeah, so we hadn't turned it back to the actual microphone yet. So
As soon as
as soon as Chris turns to the microphone,
I just killed it.
Tate just goes, Jason, and you see Jason go, oh God, it's so... What? I hear you. So we've had some fun with it already. Tate is on his fourth beer. Fifth beer.
Fifth beer. Yeah.
Tate's on his fifth beer. Jason's on his fourth beer.
Guess what?
Those
I don't have to
pre-beers.
call in sick to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
You're
I
gonna
just have to
puke
get
on your baby.
I just have to get on an airplane and go to Phoenix.
Doing vacay? What are
Yeah.
you doing?
That's why I'm here. That was part of the thing. I had this vacation already planned out. So the
Phoenix. This time of year, is it gonna melt you?
it's 102 degrees there. I can't wait. Oh, I love driving. As long as it's not in Vegas. think
I
we're going to the
swear,
lake on Friday.
you were on fucking vacation as much as Tate and Teresa were on vacation. Like once every 2 goddamn weeks,
Well,
both of you guys are on vacation.
hey, I won't be going on anytime soon after this because I actually have a restaurant to ashes.
We're
Or the
responsible
Phoenix.
for.
Or the Phoenix.
Because you burned through like 45 goddamn days of PTO this year. You
Well,
won't
I
have
only had-
free time for years.
I had 120 hours left before I took this vacation.
Jesus Christ.
So I'll use 32, 40 on this. So I
That's
still have
better
80
than
hours.
you, Jason. Sorry.
It's not true.
Hey,
I get a lot of perks at my job.
7.5
lot.
years. 7.5 years of
I
working
just
at the
haven't
same
been there
place.
long enough to have 120 hours accrued.
Oh, there you
Well,
go. There you go.
You know what they say? If you take one vacation a month, you're a happy person.
We have a beer timer going?
Either that or you're broke.
Of
We were only
course.
7 minutes into the episode, so we still got 8 minutes.
I was gonna say it depends on that. As far as that vacation, if I take one a month, it depends on if I get to take it by myself. So the last time I tried to take one by myself, which was last Friday, instead I end up getting calls from my wife about, hey, go get tags on the car. Hey, I got a flat tire on the highway. Come out here. Also, I don't have a jack. Hey, all this shit. And I was like, you know what? This is the worst goddamn day off. I wish I was at work. So
Well, hey,
that's why I go to work.
that's at least you're gonna get days off. I get one day off till the middle of October. So, and I have a brand new manager. Excited for that. I'll get 2 days off a week. Oh,
Up, James.
We got
yeah.
a work outing on Saturday. We got to go to Top Golf. They're gonna pay for our golf food and booze. So
Oh, there
It's gonna
you
be pretty
go.
nice.
Nice.
Get the 4-iron and just take them to Pound Town. Just
Yeah?
crack them.
Dude, the 4-iron at Top Golf is
Oh, it's
legit.
killer.
It's legit.
It's killer.
We
What-
went there a couple weeks or 3 weeks ago. Murdered
I
it.
don't-
Tate,
telling
you
you.
know, how's their Bloody Mary?
There? I don't know. I've never had their Bloody Mary. Going to go to see Bone Thugs and Harmony next Thursday. Are they going to be in Illinois? If not, no.
So Jeremy's gonna give you a baby if you want it, Jason.
I don't know how that works. I don't know that you can get. Are you stealing a baby? I do not condone of
I
this.
do not
Like that's-
condone baby theft. I've seen this.
He's gonna put a baby in
Yeah.
you.
I don't know that that works. You know, if that was possible, I'd almost be willing because we'd be fucking rich, like beyond your wildest dreams, rich. But I don't think it is.
Are we actually rating this beer?
Yes, of course.
No,
We're
re-rate.
we're re-rating
re-rate.
it?
I don't know. Did we try to look for it?
You're going to a Bone Thugs and Harmony concert in Wichita by yourself.
Not
That
super
almost
strong
sounds a
enough.
little depressing. Almost, just a
You know how it is.
wee scotch. Yeah, you get in the Bone Thugs and Harmony mood and you start listening to them for 15 years since their last fucking album. Then you decide to go visit them in Wichita, even though you just turned fucking 21. How's this a thing?
Really living his best life now that he's 21.
Yeah.
I've never listened. there a Bone
What up,
Thugs and Harmony
Aaron?
song I would recognize?
At the crossroads.
Okay, maybe that.
Elimination.
So-
Imagine the beer that thing have.
What up, Mar?
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my
It would actually be like, have you ever, the last time I hung out with Neff, he was like, "Hey, I found my old baby pictures. Check this out." And it's just this baby with this huge fucking beard. And I was like, ah.
Also, Nathan, chug that beer, my dude. Niles.
Oh, hey, that was a poor timing. No more beer left. Hit him again.
So-
10 minutes.
Aaron Marr, we just got a guy in the office named Aaron, and he's never seen that sketch where it's hey Ron.
Hey,
So we're
Ron.
all just all the time.
Done
You done
messed up,
fucked up,
hey,
hey
Ron."
Ron. You done fucked up. And he's like, he's pretty prim and proper. So every time he's like, what did I do? What did I do? And he still has not watched it to this day. And I think it's humorous every time where he's just like, huh? But it's anytime somebody's like, Aaron, and then somebody's like, you done fucked up, hey Ron. You done fucked up.
Only connect everybody on Twitter. So great to see
Uh-oh.
transvestite stream. Just be yourself. We support you.
Oh, that's great.
Per the request of the show, I'm gonna need you to get another set. At least it's a Seaquench ale and not the fucking Tank 7. That would be, or the double IPA. Both would be rough. No, so speaking of, haven't been on in a while, comedy, has anybody seen Dave Chappelle's new stand-up on
Yes.
Netflix?
Fuck yeah, I have.
It is fucking hilarious.
This one?
Incredible.
Yes.
Oh,
Dude,
man, I gotta watch it
he
now.
literally just says everything that people get so offended about. He's like, fuck it, dude. He has this
I'm gonna go watch that tonight.
Yeah,
It's
dude, he
great.
has this one about the LGBT.
Bill Burr had one drop today.
Did he? Oh, I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check that one
That
out.
one too. I gotta go watch that.
But yeah, no, like, literally goes on there and he gives no fucks, dude. He just talks shit on anything and everything. Like, he's like, I'm gonna talk about things that people don't like. Like, you know what? Everybody gets offended when you talk about the letters. Take
Yeah.
up, you know what I'm talking about. The
one
letters
in
that
the one
take
in the
up.
car.
Yeah. He's like, the letters of the alphabet, they take up most of them. You know what I'm talking? The L's and the G's and the B's and the T's. And he's like, the funny part is, the L's, the G's, and the B's all like me, but those T's fucking hate me.
He's like, I can't wait talking shit on him. I just can't do it.
His best one was when he's like, yeah.
Spoilers.
I'm
Tate,
just
how's
thinking one more.
breastfeeding going?
You know, it took a couple days for the milk to come in, but now we got a good flow. We're getting about 8 ounces on it when we pump every morning. The baby is just growing like a weed,
Growing like
I
a
know.
weed.
Your tits aren't looking bad. They must be pretty full.
dude.
Yeah, man.
Are you
Well,
gonna have
I
to
mean, I
pump
wake up in the
midstream?
morning and the glands are a little sore, and so like I have to massage them when I
Glands are a
pump.
little sore.
But that helps. That really helps my letdown.
Are you wearing like one of those bras where you put the pads in the front so that you don't leak on stream?
Oh,
Or is that why you're wearing a dark shirt?
dude? Don't say that. Just talking about that makes me my milk come in and
My milk
I'll
come
squirt
in.
through my pads.
Oh, gee. That stand-up was fucking legit. Exactly. The school shooter part was hilarious.
Oh god.
Dude, I'm telling you, he literally hits everything that is offensive in the world today. Like, he hits Kevin Hart doing the fucking whatchamacallit,
Yeah.
and he just fucking clowns on him. It's like, what up, Boone? Alright. So, review time. I think you should drink that next show and rate that. I'll be there early. Go. Jason, do it.
Wait, who's got the fullest beer? Because mine's about empty and I want to start another one.
I just
it's
filled
cold.
mine up.
Okay,
So
so
that's
you.
why you motate so you can help produce
Starts with
more
you
milk.
then.
Hey, I should go? Oh, this is
Yes,
a
sir.
delicious beer. I pretty sure you guys. This was like one of the
What's
first
up,
ones that you did.
Boone?
Was it not one of the first ones that you guys did?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Seaquench?
We've never done it. We've referenced it 1,000 times. We've
I was
never
gonna
done
say
it.
because this is like the most referenced fucking beer in this pod.
You guys are all drunk.
That-
I think
That's the reason why I chose
love
this
this.
for tonight.
Are you sure it's
Is
not one
this
of the
one's
lost
referenced all the
episodes?
time, and Tank
I don't
7's
know.
referenced all the time.
Yeah, because Tank 7 and Seaquench Ale are like literally the two most talked about beers.
Of the
Yeah. So, yeah, this one is absolutely delicious. They say it's a session sour, which I think is a perfect, like, Jason's face. I don't know. There's a lot of lime in here. You can kind of taste the sea salt.
How has that hole gotten bigger in his?
He just keeps coming back. And getting
It's
bigger.
because of the glare.
The glare of the
It's
sun.
the glare.
The light.
light bulb.
I now have bright lights in the room where I am streaming from, and
Flashing
they're killing me.
lights.
Oh, it's the glare off of that bald dome is so fucking bright.
You're gonna have to like
you're gonna
not
be there in a
polish.
couple years too, man. You just had your
No.
kid. It only takes 2 or 3.
No, but you can definitely taste the lime juice in this one. Overall, it's a great flavor. Yeah, this is like one of the holy grails of sours, in my opinion. Comes at the first time I had it, I took a drink of it and I was just like, wow, this is so refreshing. Absolutely great for when it is hot outside. This would be like a mow the lawn, drink a beer type beer. Absolutely great. I'd give it a 9.5. Fucking love this shit.
I'm gonna go next. Oh, it's gonna be.
Have you guys tried the Changeling from Boulevard? I saw it in the liquor store. Negative.
Sarah, why didn't you get some instead of bringing it up on the show and making me look like an idiot?
Oh, damn! Sick burn!
She doesn't
Sick
have
burn,
to do
Sarah.
that to make you look like an idiot, Jason.
I know. She just has to let me hang out with you.
Ooh.
Oh, burn!
Singers are going tonight.
So,
Yeah,
This-
no matter what I do with this, that hole in your head does not go away. I've tried.
It just gets bigger and bigger.
if Jason's forehead didn't
Just-
extend all the way
I'll
to
make
his
I'll make a
asshole,
shadow for me. Maybe that'll.
There you go, right there.
better.
Just put a hat on. You'll be fine.
Now it gets your arm.
This is very good. We've all had this. Can't believe we have.
Look to make
Also,
Been
Boone
seen.
Rock Chalk.
I'd say this is deserving of a. It's really good. Super drinkable. I can see. I mean, what does it run a 6-pack? That's $9.99 pack.
Yeah.
$10.99 for a 6-pack.
Could have been. We might
high.
little high. I mean, that's what Dogfish had. High.
Everything they have.
That are
Yeah.
fucking high.
Sound keeps cutting out. Is it everybody's sound or is it just Jason?
I'll say maybe it's just mine. I hope it's not. If it is, I'll cut in the speaker on, or I'm sorry, the microphone on my webcam instead of on this guy, and it should still be the same.
It's probably us because of the noise gate I had on.
Blissfully brewed with lime juice, lime peel, black limes, and sea salt.
Oh, is that what those things are? I was like, what the fuck are those little green things down there? Black limes. All right. Makes sense.
Yep. I'll give it a 9 as well.
Whatever it is, it's fucking delicious.
Jason?
Did you already go, Chris? What'd you give it? Maybe I missed that when I was getting mine.
Nothing yet. I was going to wait for you.
Oh, all right. Whew. Time to get long-winded. It's been a hot minute since I got to do a review. I'm
Ooh, let it out.
rip roaring and ready. Give me a second.
Let me pull up my Facebook.
Let me pull up my Facebook.
All right. So this is definitely a beer you grow into, kind of like beer in general. With this one, the very first drink that you're going to get, it's really sour. It really starts off with all of these notes are very distinct. You get that lime, you get that salt, you get that sour, you get everything. But the more you drink of it, it all starts to blend together. And when it blends together, that's actually when it kind of makes the best beer and the easiest drinkable beer. Uh, Tate's mentioned it before, and I think we've all said that before as well. Uh, this is absolutely a beer that if somebody's like, I don't drink craft beer, and I'm like, hey, look, you've never had a sour, try this, you're going to hate it. You're just going to fucking hate it. It's like drinking like espresso, bitter fucking espresso out of a little thing. You're gonna fucking hate it until you drink it and you realize, that's not so bad. But you actually have to finish it. You got to go through it. You got to get it done. Uh, this is it's I think the first sour that I had, if not that Mexican tart lager, or maybe it was the Mexican lager, the lime one. That may have been the first sour that I had. But it's definitely one of my favorite beers of all time. I mean, whenever they told me in the office after I got hired, hey, try to bring in a bottle, or try to bring, God damn it, Sarah, I'm reading your stupid message. Uh, they said, bring in a beer. You talked about your craft beer show. Like, I actually talked about that in my interviews. They're like, what do you do for fun? And I was like, I drink beer with my buddies. And they were like, well, we do that too. I'm like, no, 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 no. This shit isn't a hobby. It's a goddamn job. Listen to me. It's not fun.
Every Tuesday. It's fucking painful.
But this is one of the first ones that I brought in, and they were all like, I don't like sours, I don't like this. And I was like, no, 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 look, drink it. Here you all go. And they took that first drink, and they did the same thing that everybody does, which is like, oh, fuck, you just fed me like salty sewage water. Why would you do this? I'm like, no, no, no. Take a few more drinks. You'll love it. And now I've got a couple of the guys in the office turned to sours. We've had this. We've had the what was it? The lickable wallpaper. We did the cucumber. What is it? The cool vibes or whatever it is from
Chill.
Boulevard. We've done the hibiscus sour. We do a bunch of sours now because I have moved a lot of people to sours because of this beer. This beer is a top notch. You should absolutely try it. I'm not going to give it a 10, but I will also give it a 9, I believe, based on our scale, which is you should find this, you should drink this, you should keep it in your fridge, to where I believe 10 is you should get it at all costs. I don't think that that's the case, but this is widely available enough that you should be able to get it pretty much anywhere, and you should definitely have it.
And don't base your judgment on it of your first drink. Drink the whole beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, Tate's not falling asleep. He's acting like he's not listening to Jason while listening to Jason.
Yeah. But it's a 9 beer. That's why I wanted to have it tonight. We've talked about it a ton, but we've never done anything with it. And I wanted us to review it. We talk about it. People should know about it.
All right, Chris.
Dogfish Head, you sold your company for $300 million. Good job.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I think my dog just farted too.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, he did.
He farted and ran away. He didn't even want to smell
He
it.
crop dusted us.
But I had the same situation. One of my guys, Wilson, I recommended this beer to him because he goes to Speaks or Chuck. Sometimes they usually have it on tap. I love getting it in a big mug at Speaks or something. It's my go-to beer when I go there. It might be the first place I had it. It doesn't change much from can to keg or whatever they put it in. It's just fucking good. But I converted him to it. He was a Mick Ultra drinker. I was like, try this, because he was asking me, hey, what are some good beers? So try the Seaquench. It's really good. Now he can't get enough of it. He's always drinking Seaquench. Like, it's his beer now.
Huh.
So it's pretty cool. Just because you drink Coors Light or some shit like that, give this one a try for sure. And like they said, drink at least half the beer. 4, 5, 6, 7 drinks, little sips. Get the sour taste in your mouth, and then taste the beer. Don't just go, oh my god, it tastes like bile, and leave it.
Minimum of 3 drinks.
Yeah.
Minimum of 3 drinks.
It'll grow on you very quickly.
What's your rating?
It's easily
It's
a 9.5.
delicious.
I think it's one of the best. I don't know why it's not considered a Gosa. It's very salty. It's very sour. Not very sour, but it's got that little bit of dry citrus sour to it, and
It's probably just the
maybe they're just
It has
technique.
the sea salt
Maybe
finish.
Ghost has a particular technique that you have to adhere to.
But it's
100 Spootin' episodes. Hello, Brittany.
oh god, what's up? She returns.
Cheers.
Dude, this Tank 7 is 8.5%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hammered.
Yep.
I think it might have went down.
It
too.
did, because it used to be
You're not
9.7.
already hammered? What
I'm
are
on
you
beer.
doing?
It used to be a 9.7.
6. Beer 6. Yep.
It's Taint. Hey, Taint.
Sorry, Teresa. Love you,
It's
babe.
a little expensive for a 6-pack of cans that is what 4.5% like most sours,
Mm-hmm.
but it's worth it.
Which, on the opposite end,
I'm talking about the Seaquench still, but
the
Yeah,
Tank
on
7 will get your ass fucking lit.
What is the Seaquench? 4.7?
sounds right.
4.6.
4.6?
I'll be back.
4.9.
4.9.
Oh, it is almost 5.
It's the
I know with
OG
IPAs, in order for it to be considered a session, it has to be under 5%.
She
Yes.
said it's the OG crew. She even recognized.
Dude, I'm the original OG. I got a bumper sticker. It says the original OG, the original ginger.
Brittany doesn't know that the OG crew doesn't include Nate.
Or no, it says the real OG,
We won't tell her.
the real OG.
So the next one is Tank 7, which is from Boulevard Brewing Company.
It's so weird that this beer is light.
Yes.
I always thought it was dark.
So the crazy part about this is they don't sell this at like they don't give you big glasses of this, or they're not supposed to. Like you buy this anywhere that like goes by alcohol standards, it's sold in the Tulip or something like this because the alcohol percent was so high, the ABV so high. Well, you used to be able to buy this shit at Big Nose in the 32-ounce mugs.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
had some rough nights on
And
that shit.
fucking, oh my god.
Like 2 or 3 of them just be fucking blacked
Yeah,
out.
dude, just shit face because, and they were like $3.50. So
Yeah.
like you're getting
Yep.
just
The-
fucking
The
shit.
deal of alcoholism's fucking life.
Oh, dude, like, and to even try to explain this, I remember one time I was going to
Dave's here. What's up?
what up, Dave?
What up, Gavin?
I was supposed to leave for Houston the next morning, but I had to wake up at like 3, and I had to pick up another assistant manager on the way because he was in Heston, and we were going to the Wichita airport to fly out. Well, I went out that night, and
They have a Longhorn in Heston?
no, he lived in Heston.
Oh, okay.
So I went out that night, and we were having. I was doing 32-ounce fucking Tank 7s, and lo and behold, I get drunk.
I recommend one.
Chair.
Don't-
Bullshit chair.
Don't set the alarm correctly,
There we go.
and like I wake up because the guy just keeps calling and calling and calling because I'm his ride. I'm like, fuck, I missed it. So I made it to the Wichita airport. Probably should not have been driving.
Baby, come back.
And
You can blame it all
55
on
minutes.
me.
From Salina?
from Salina at 5 o'clock in the morning. Literally, I didn't have shoes on. Like, I grabbed my clothes, put them on, ran to the car with my shoes, didn't have socks. No, I didn't have. So I didn't
You
have
weren't
socks.
flying though.
I was flying there. Yeah, I had to get to the airport. So I get to the airport. I sprint into the airport, up the stairs in the Wichita airport, go through TSA. Have to take my shoes off, and they're calling me. Nathan Wilcom, you are the last.
Oh, at your gate?
Yeah, this is the last call. So I have my shoes in my hand, and I'm fucking just sprinting down a thing, and the people are like, whoa, it's okay, we're not in that big a hurry. You're the last one that we're waiting on, but it's fine, we still got 5 minutes till takeoff. So I get in the fucking airplane, and all the other people from work are like, yeah, he fucking made it! like a hot fucking mess.
Business as usual.
But I made it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah.
We took pictures with all the people, and I was like,
Yeah, no joke.
ooh.
It's really big and possibly cancerous. It also changes color. Definitely super cancer.
Dude, he's a zombie. Look at his.
He has a bullet hole in his
He's
head.
got this red complexion. What is this red complexion about? This red hue.
Speaking of zombies, super looking forward to Zombieland 2.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, you look super Irish right
Woody
now.
Allen. Is it Woody Allen? Yeah, it's Woody.
Yes.
Woody Allen?
Woody Allen, yes.
What's his name?
Woody Harrelson?
Where it is. I'm bad with names.
He's a little
Fucking
bit,
Woody
little bit
Allen.
younger.
Are you serious?
Dude, all the dude wants is a Twinkie.
Give him my goddamn Twinkie. You need a beer like you need
I'll
that
tell
hole
you.
in your
I'll
head.
tell you one thing though. He's so wrong because snowballs are so much better than Twinkies.
I do like a good snowball.
Orders of magnitude better. Snowballs are
It's
orders
not
of
that at all.
magnitude better.
No.
I'm kind of afraid to drink this
No.
Take 7.
My bad.
Get in it, homie.
That fancy Mikey should be singing or rapping some Eminem. Tate is fucked up already.
Tate is
You don't know me,
fucked up
Blaine?
already.
Yo, Blaine, you would like my new purchase. I bought a gun.
I bought a gun.
What kind of guns you buy?
I bought a Glock 20 10 millimeter.
He's got to
Nice.
protect that baby now.
Wait, why did you buy an extra gun? Wait, you just had a kid. Shouldn't you be like saving money?
He's got to protect that baby now. Shriz, come back. You can blame it all on me.
It was my birthday. I turned 30. And
Oh yeah, your birthday was like 2 days ago. I meant to text you, but didn't care.
piece of shit.
I said happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
You missed the opportunity. You should have been like, well, we played poker without you.
Oh, true that we did that. Yeah. We had a poker game Friday night.
Fuck all you guys. I'm
Fuck
ending
all
this
you
stream
guys.
now. I'm pulling a Neff. We're done. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming out. This is awesome.
Oh, dude, it was so much fun.
Happy 100.
Poker
Tate,
was
you're
so good.
fucking old. Josh, how old do you think? Tate's the youngest one on the fucking cast. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday in advance, Brittany. An MOS.
What day, Brittany? If it's next Tuesday, we'll shout you
I don't know
out.
what an MOS is.
If it's not next Tuesday, we'll try to remember.
Try to remember. Fuck.
Dude, I'm going to maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna go to McPherson to the gun range, and put some rounds down it.
Put some rounds down it.
Oh, dude, 10 mil. That's gonna be. It's. I'm gonna do that every shot.
Are
Just
you,
make
like-
grunting
Are
noises.
you jizzing in your pants?
Dude, I
over
love
there?
guns. I've always loved guns.
I love guns.
Ever since I was a little boy, I just wanted to be fucking Rambo.
Brittany, it's your 21st birthday? Oh, the day is the 20. Wait.
It's not next week.
It's like 2 weeks away.
So maybe it's our 21st birthday.
Watch your ass with the yahoos that go in there.
Well, we'll do.
I think I like the one down there better than the one up there. That one looks more like an old lady.
Oh, the emoji? Oh, it's different. That's crazy. Well, I guess that's not too unexpected, though.
No,
Speaking of
27. Okay,
emojis,
your birthday's on the 21st. I gotcha.
A buddy
so
sent
ship me
me-
to McPherson.
I left my my knife with a buddy at work, my Leatherman, because he was using the knife part and the fucking pliers part, and I've completely forgot about it. Left the site and everything, and I was like, "Hey man, you have my knife?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't. I think I probably left it in the server closet." I was like, "Fuck, that thing's like $70. You got to go back tomorrow. I'm gonna be somewhere else. Tell me if you find it." And he sends it back to me, and I was like, "Oh man, thank you so much for finding it." And he sends me back, and it's 2 thumbs up, and oh man, no, that's terrible, Brittany.
Yes, Jason, did you just see it?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a beautiful process
It's
making
called.
a child.
It's called the circle of life.
I just had a baby, and I watched that baby be born, beginning to end. It's beautiful. I cried.
Oh,
Wait.
Tate's become the sentiments of us all.
Did you watch your wife front shit out the afterbirth?
No, I was. I think when that was happening, I was over with the baby, cutting the cord a second time, trimming it up. Oh, I got a lighter. Want me to pop yours? There you go. Never mind.
So do they really shit themselves when they? Is that true?
Not
Is that a
all
real
of them
thing?
do. A lot. It's like 40% or something like that.
Huh.
What's the question?
Did your wife poop while giving birth?
Ew.
I'm gonna protect her dignity and not respond.
That means yes. Go to the shooting just south of Marquette. Owner is on range at all times and super strict, so there's no dumb shits around. Ah, congrats, Tate. You shoot your spoot. Did you eat the placenta?
No.
Tate seems like the type. You fucking hippy dippy people.
Sperm is just your dick vomiting from motion sickness.
You beat it all around and then
I
it just fucking
fucking
gets
love
sick from a
our
concussion.
viewers.
I.
They're the best.
I'll tell you though, like, I don't know. It was
It's very
pretty.
hard to pour this.
It was pretty cool being a part of a birth. I mean, I've been a part of a lot of animal births, but human birth, that was crazy.
He spooted in them too.
Placenta's awesome. It's good for you. Or good for your hair. No lie.
I was gonna say, it's packed full of vitamins. Yeah, of course, because it's what kept a fucking baby alive.
Thanks, Bradshaw. How's life without
Cheers, buddy.
your favorite manager around?
So I actually performed a C-section on a cow a number of years ago on the farm. No joke. No joke. Our old veterinarian
Fuck.
had such bad Parkinson's to where he couldn't really do the procedure, but my dad was cheap, and that's the only one he would go for. And we knew the calf was already dead. It'd been in she had been in labor for a day and a half, but we gave an epidural, and I gave a C-section to a cow out on the farm. And I was his hands, and he was just telling me what to do.
What was his hands? He was just telling me what
Fuck
to do.
no.
Dude, yeah, this veterinarian, he was in his late 70s, early 80s.
Fuck no.
That's crazy. Let me tell you.
Cutting open an animal
Cut
while
good.
they're alive.
I'm getting just using up this free apps. I'm glad I could hook y'all up with them. So
Anyway, now that we're done with your cow story, left my knife. Buddy at work found it. I told him thanks. He sent me thumbs up emojis, and they were brown. And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Arash is whatever Arash is. I don't know what his
Oh,
fucking
they have color.
your beer looks like
thing
it's
is."
shitting out the top.
And I was like, "Oh shit! Does it do this natively, or do you have like, how do you go in and select that that's your thumbs up emoji? Do you either like do it by default? I'm asking realistically here. Like, do you actually have to go in and like select? If you're not white, do you go in and
iPhone or
select an
Android?
alternate color?
Yes, on iPhone you can choose what color you want yours to be.
Well, iPhone, I think, auto senses your color.
no.
You know,
Choose-
no.
it asks
Well,
you-
you're
It
white,
just
so
fucking
it just defaults
knows.
to
It
you.
asks you when you
You
touch
put
it for the
Caucasian
first
and
time.
you send it for Apple.
Every time you touch it for the first
No,
time,
that's
it
not
pops
the way it
up the
works.
color scheme.
No,
you can
like,
choose which
it
one.
when you do the thumbprint scanner, the biometrics, it has a pigment analyzer. It has a pigment analyzer, and it auto selects your color.
I didn't
You're
know
fucking
iPhone was
better
that
for how much those things
technologically advanced. Do you
Better tell you if
prefer
you're
dragon
diabetic
emojis?
and all that shit. Better be able to scan everything.
Jason, did you play the World of Warcraft relaunch?
No, and not because I didn't want to. It's because I hadn't moved in. So the weekend that we moved in here was launch, and we actually threw a LAN party at work. And I was like, "Fuck! I gotta fucking miss this. Fuck!" And I was so upset about it. And then we get these fake points at work. I say they're fake. They can actually be redeemed towards real things. And we threw 60 days game time on there, and I'm like, fuck, I got like enough points here for a year. I could buy a fucking year of game time. I'm gonna do this. And so far, I just haven't moved my shit in the basement in order to play it. Yeah, that's probably the most nerdy thing that I've said is I haven't put my desk in the basement so that I can play WoW. But when that desk gets in
I
that
doubt
basement,
that's the
better
nerdiest
bet
thing
your
you've said.
sweet ass I'm gonna play some WoW.
Are you gonna play the WoW Classic that just got re-released or something?
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
Yep.
they're talking about, Tate. Jesus.
I've been done with Battle for Azeroth for a while. I'm gonna play Classic, and then if they ever come back out with Wrath of the Lich King as a server, I'm never gonna leave that server.
Did you hear they're relaunching the 71?
I heard that's the best one.
Oh yeah, it is.
So is anybody else?
When it comes out, I'll buy it for you, Chris, if you play it with me.
I might.
The game, I don't know if it's came out. I think it was supposed to come out this week. Is Borderlands 3?
Yeah.
Was that this
It
week?
comes out on the 13th.
Is that what you just
13th.
had?
Tuesday. Or Friday?
Friday. Yeah, Friday the 13th.
God, you fucking Jayhawk fans. Jesus. Both with your fucking chicken hawk hats.
Listen here. Nobody cares about that right now, Tate. We're talking about Borderlands 3.
Just because you won one football game with less miles, now all of a sudden...
Yeah. How many episodes have we worn these fucking
I was gonna
hats?
say, dude, in the fucking intro video, I've got a KU hat on backwards because I didn't want us to get in trouble for fucking royalty reasons.
We're
When
not
did we do
monetized,
that?
it doesn't
We
matter.
did that shit in December, bro.
Is that when we did it? So, okay. So put it in perspective, 100 episodes. That's 100 Tuesdays.
That's 200 beers
200
minimum.
hours of this show.
Oh, minimum.
200,
Minimum.
200
We're always over 2 hours.
200 beers
Yeah.
minimum.
And that's 100 Wednesdays afterward.
That
Just
we've been
100
hungover. That people have been
fucking
hungover.
shitty-
I gotta admit, it's been nice
Wednesdays.
these past couple weeks going to work. I'm like, damn.
I already told
I feel
Archie
good.
she's driving to the airport in the morning.
Tomorrow?
I might cancel my meeting.
All right. So, moment of truth. This is a real true, or what was it Tom Hanks said? The big true. How many weeks have you driven to work drunk from Tuesday night? Throwing it out there.
I usually have Wednesdays off, so I don't have to do that.
Nah, fuck.
I'm usually pretty good.
I got a lot of sick leave, and I'm late a lot of Wednesdays.
Bye, Brittany. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping
Peace
in.
out. Spoot. But probably a good amount to where I'm not legal, I would say, but most of it's being tired and a combination.
So Friday the 13th and a full moon.
I'm getting a tattoo up Friday.
I'm staying home.
I'm getting a tat.
I think
I'm going to the lake.
Oh shit, we're going to Milford Friday.
I'm going to the lake. Sedona Lake, Arizona.
We're gonna be
Oh,
on
hey,
pontoon
we're up
boat.
to 20 viewers right now.
What?
Shit. That popped up out of nowhere.
Welcome to Brews Bros BS.
Well, to Brews, we've got 17 minutes till our next review. It will
You
be
say
on
17 minutes?
A minute
17
30.
minutes. Oh, it's a minute and a half. Whoa. Oh, it's 30. Shit, it's 30, not 45. Fuck. I might be drunk already.
What
Shit.
did he just say?
2 minutes, 1 minute, 16 seconds till we review the Tank 7. Do.
We've never done this on the show.
Never done Tank 7. We always talked about the Tank 7 episode and how much of a shit show it would be.
Yeah.
And it's proving to be just that.
Oh,
I ate,
That's
drank
so
nothing
good,
but
right?
water today, and yeah. I'm about to break the seal. This is going to be great.
oh, don't do it. I just did it, and I regret it.
I regret it.
Earlier, though, to eat up some time, I mentioned we started playing Pathfinder. Dude, fucking best decision I've made in years. Holy shit, how fucking fun.
Pathfinder.
It's like D&D, but for nerds. It's so goddamn
But for
good.
nerds.
You should try Fantasy Grounds.
Tank
It's-
7 has
I
caught me
think
off
it's
guard
even
multiple
better.
times.
Yeah?
Maybe, because it's all like on your computer instead of fucking...
Huh.
Or is Pathfinder on your computer too?
No, Pathfinder, it's another version of D&D. So 3.5,
That's what Fantasy Grounds is too. It's 5e.
Wizards of the
but-
Coast sold their rights to Dungeons and Dragons to Paizo, and then Paizo spun it off into Pathfinder, and then D&D came back and made 4 and 5. Paizo's kept with the 3.5 rules, to where basically you have to min max characters,
Bless you.
and you have like 50 fucking abilities and shit like that, and you actually really have to whittle down your character and understand them. We've been playing that. It's been so much goddamn fun. Holy shit, it's been a fucking blast. Brad's our DM, and he is a dick. He is a fucking dick, but he's great. He's great. He's doing a great job at the story. So
We've been playing Isaac like crazy, even just Julian and me one-on-one, and Villainous. It's like a Disney fucking card game, but it's pretty
I
fucking
saw Elder
sweet.
Snap the other night when you guys were playing it. It looked
Yeah.
interesting.
It's very strategic.
Who wants to start
So-
off the Tank 7 review?
I'll do
You.
it.
Okay, you.
Well, first off, Bradshaw said Tank 7 has caught me off guard multiple times. Join the club, pal.
Yeah.
Join the fucking club. James said, Nate, you are fucked up, bro. Drink up. I'm working on it. Josh says, Jason, start reviewing and stop talking games.
Hey, I'll talk about video games every goddamn chance I get.
So, the wonderful, marvelous Tank 7. So, where do I begin with this beer? So, this used
At the
to be-
beginning. Tell me about Boulevard's history and how it's in KC and then how it got bought out. Tell me the
How
whole
I got bought out. No, it's fucking good. No, but so Tank 7 used to be the beer that me and my younger brother, Cordell, would always make people try just to get them fucked up.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that'll do it to you.
And I mean, so like, but you have to realize that our history with Tank 7 was like, we went to Kansas City one time when Cordell finally turned 21, and we were going through all these beers, and we were like, ooh, this one looks cool, let's try it, Tank 7. And we all drank it, and it has the very smoky flavor to it that a lot of people aren't fans of. I know that plenty of people that I've had try this are like, oh my god, it tastes so smoky, I can't do it.
Smoky.
Smoky, yes, because it's part of the
I
Smokehouse
don't
series.
get smoky at all, but please continue.
Is it not? I thought it was part of the original Smokehouse series.
Hey, your taste is your taste, bro.
But yeah, so they're like I've had plenty of people say that they don't like it because there's a smoky flavor to it, which is kind of what it now is a saison, but it was originally a farmhouse ale. I have always enjoyed the flavor of this, especially when it comes to the alcohol percentage, because as we noticed earlier, it's only an 8.5 now, but I'm pretty sure it used to be 9.7.
It did. It was 9.8 actually.
9.8. Okay. Yeah.
Like right under 10.
I was gonna say, because we'd all sit there and be like, "Oh my god, this is why we would have people drink it," because they were like, "Try this. It's really fucking good, and it will knock you on your ass." And like I said, if you were at Big Nose, you only had to buy one 32 ouncer, and you'd be fucking feeling it after you drank it, and you'd spend like $4. So this has always been one of my favorite beers from Boulevard, and it used to be they've gotten a lot better because it used to be you could only buy it in 4-packs. Now you can buy it in 6-packs. It's still a little pricey,
$13.99.
$13.99. So I would still say, as far as price goes, you can find other beers that have the same ABV. For a lot cheaper. We had that double IPA from I think it was Lost Island or whatever. It was $8.99 for a 6-pack.
The Casey Beer Co. Winter Bock.
Yeah, the Casey Beer Co.
Oh god, yeah.
I just had a Casey
That was
Beer
9.5,
Co.
I think.
Yeah, I just had a Casey Beer Co. The Sierra or Vienna. This last weekend, it was really fucking good. Because I got that and I got a Oktoberfest because I wanted to try it.
You're doing a review.
Their
Let's go.
Oktoberfest is actually really good.
Yes. But this will always have a special place in my heart. It's kind of like the 420 or 420 Pale Ale, because it's one of the first ones that I had from Boulevard, and I absolutely love the flavor. I'm sure other people will get into more of what the flavor is for them, but like I said, it has, for me, it has a little bit of a smoky flavor. And if you know anything about like KC and barbecue, it's always been like the smoky flavor of their barbecue is what makes their barbecue, in my opinion, the best. So
Oklahoma Joe's.
for me, I fucking love that shit. So I give this, because of the price, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. If it were cheaper, I would give it a 9.5 easily. But just because it's $13.99, I have to dock it a little bit, but not much, because I fucking love this shit. Now breaking the seal.
Very good.
Well, let's get yours out of the way too, Jason. You got 5
Well,
minutes.
shit. Mine's gonna be kind of lengthy too.
know.
So he actually touched on a couple of things that I really liked about this beer. I actually tried this beer the very first time. Somebody brought it over for Dungeons and Dragons, and it was Mary of all people. She fucking brought this over, and she's like, "Do you want to try one?" And I was like, "Man, I keep avoiding this because it's kind of expensive." Yes, of course I'll drink one of yours, and it was delicious. It
She was
was
drinking this?
great. And I was like, wow, this is not a bad beer at all. Holy shit, this thing is almost 10%. And I was like, oh shit, this is really good. And then it's actually something that I started buying when we would go for work happy hours at Big Nose. Shout outs to Big Nose. Shout outs to Felix, actually. That motherfucker keeps that place
cheers,
running,
Felix.
even though their staff changes over every 2 goddamn weeks.
He's not there anymore.
But we would go there, and we'd get a fucking 32 ounce. Like you were actually, I think they're 25 ounces for their fucking mugs. But we'd get one of those things for like $4. I'm like, holy shit, that's cheaper than if I actually went and bought it from a liquor store. That's the only time that I can buy
Yeah.
something like that. And you buy 125-ounce ones of these. If you realize what that is, that's like drinking 4 fucking beers.
Yeah.
That's 4 fucking beers. So you pound one of those things down for $4 goddamn dollars, and you're kind of you're where you need to be, and then you just fucking bounce out. Like that's really, really a good deal. It did the first few times that I had this, it had a very strong flavor to it, where it was like, ooh, that's a hard pill to swallow. But this is actually something that more than once I have introduced to somebody as a craft beer because it is still a mild flavor, but I get actually some peppery notes to it. And then somebody said it to me. They were like, I don't like it because it tastes like olives. And I was like, what the fuck are you smoking? And then now sometimes when I drink it, I'm like, that does kind of taste like a fucking olive. It tastes like pepper followed by olives, which I don't mind at all. It makes this very easy to drink. And for its high ABV, it doesn't have that like gut wrenching alcohol flavor to it that like uh, got some barrel aged stouts have,
Yeah.
where it's like, ooh, that tastes like alcohol.
Victory at Sea?
Oh shit, that tastes like alcohol.
The Victory at Sea, High West.
Yeah. Oh shit, the Victory at Sea. The only complaint that I do have about it is its price. But then when I do compare this to let's say Coors Light, let's go with Coors Light. You get a six pack. A 6 pack of Coors Light's like $6.50. So now let's make that $13 to multiply it by 2. That's what you have for this. So this is $1.50 more. It's got a bit of a different flavor and it's better beer all around. I think that that's worth it for this. I mean, it's not like your everyday drink.
And it's
You're not
way
going to put down
stronger.
a 6 pack of this twice a week, no. But every once in a while, this is a good beer to take. Or hey, you're having a night with the guys and you guys are all sharing some beers. This is a great beer to bring. I mean, it doesn't go over bad, and it doesn't take a lot to actually appreciate the flavor to this. It's not like hey, it's not even like introducing the Seaquench that we just had, where it's like you're gonna kind of hate it. Where it's this, you're like it's kind of like beer, but it's a little stronger. That's a great way to explain this. Is kind of like beer, but there's going to be some flavor notes in there that you're just not used to. This is a lot more accepting and approachable than the last one, but with the same note, it doesn't have the long lingering effects. I can pound sequences all day. After about 3 of these, I'm fucking snubbling walls, and I kind of want to piss myself.
Just a little shit.
But with that being said, it is definitely an 8.5 for me. There's a reason why we compare a lot of beers to this and a lot of strong beers to it. It's because for strong beers, it's very, very approachable. I mean, if you get a 6 pack of this, there's no reason you can't finish a 6 pack of it. It's very good. It's extremely good. To where even the Winterbach that Winterbach, as far as last year, we talked about possibly doing some of our favorites from last year as this episode 100. That would have been one of mine, even though we can't acquire it. It easily would have been it. But even that one, it had some sweet notes to it that makes it like you don't want to drink 6 in a row of it. This, I wouldn't have a problem drinking 6 in a row, other than after about three, I'd be ready to fucking puke on myself. Like these are strong, these are good. This is definitely the way to go if you need a good beer to just, hey, I really need to take a hard relax and I need that shit quick. Let's hit one of these.
Yep.
Let's hit one or two of these.
What's your fucking number?
I said 8.5. Said 8.5.
Thank
I'm
God.
gonna stick with it.
Go Tate.
I'm gonna give it an 8. It's fucking good. I've had it before, and it was. I remember having it before and not liking it because it was a little overwhelming.
Such a dick.
Me? I'm a dick.
Yeah. It's okay though. We love you.
I remember drinking before and being overwhelmed by it. Like it was, like I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
It was too strong. It was too different. And
Really?
yeah. But I'm drinking it now, and just a walk in the park. Just another
Shit.
day on Brews Bros BS.
Tate is slurring. That's why it tastes good. Tate's drunk already.
I give it
Everything
a fucking
tastes good.
8. It's good.
Just another
It's good
day
beer.
on the Brews Bros.
All right, Chris.
This has been a long time coming. I don't know why we didn't do this beer a lot earlier.
Because we knew we were going to get fucked up on it.
It's
That's literally always been the conversation.
It's going to make for a rough tomorrow. Like I said, I recommend one of these to start and then see how you feel tomorrow. Then maybe go to 2, but don't fucking start with 2 and then hate the beer because you're so fucked up.
Thanks, Chance.
Maybe. No, it's a very unique beer to me. I don't think I've had many beers that are like this. They either go way overboard to where they're dark, heavy, and sit in your stomach weird, or they just are more of a liquor taste. This is just a nice balance between a spicy beer and I don't know, just what you want in a spicy beer.
It's got
It
cojones.
is spicy.
I'm still very hesitant with it and not like, ooh, this is fucking delicious because there's so much going on with it. It's like Dr. Pepper claims they have the however many flavors in their
23
pop.
flavors.
Well, this feels like they have 23 spices that you're drinking in a liquid at once. And me not being a foodie or anything like that, it's very overwhelming at times, but it's also delicious if you let it be delicious. It's kind of like a sour to where you take a few drinks and you're probably like, that tastes like shit, but then I don't know, you accept it and it's like, this is really fucking good. And I think it was one of the first spicy beers I had. Kind of like the Seaquench being one of the first sours I had, and I haven't found one with this like character profile or whatever you want to call it that I've liked more than the Tank 7. It's not phenomenal by any means, but for the price point and what you get, and I'll support the fuck out of Boulevard. I'm gonna go 9.
Oh shit.
8, 7, 5, 9, like it's right there. And I recommend anyone trying it. If you are hesitant to spend the money or whatever, like I'll buy it and drink a beer every once in a while of it for you to try it with me or whatever. Like what sucks is I don't know if you can get a single of this for like just one of these. I think you can get a bomber, which is probably about fucking $12 too. And then it's like, well, I opened the bomber, took a sip, I don't like this shit. But give it a shot. Like let it simmer, let it breathe, and then make your decision on whether you like it or not. But it's not your typical beer. Like if you go from Coors Light to this, you're gonna go, fuck that.
James, as far as spicy, it's when he says that it's not like a pepper spicy or even like a habanero spicy. It's
Not like chili pepper, more like a pepper, like dash pepper.
yeah.
It's like chai tea spice, where there's just a lot of spices.
Yeah,
Yes.
or like
Rather than heat.
cloves and shit like that.
Yes, I would say
Yeah.
cloves is probably the.
Like you ever smoked them
That's-
clove cigarettes and black ones?
Let's see if they
It's
have.
kind of like that would probably go pretty fucking good with this beer if you just smoke cloves.
Oh, it doesn't give
I
anything
don't
on
know.
here. But no, yeah, like
What's up, John?
Oh.
this is literally one of the
What's up, Coach?
like when they tell you that there's everything going on with a beer. This one is it because there's literally so many different levels to it as you go through the roller coaster of flavor, and every time you take a drink of it, you start to taste something different. And it's wild how beer can do that because it's like food. You know, when people make food, they try and make it so that you go through these levels of different flavors, and your mouth, they try and just overboard your senses so that it's like, oh my god, I tasted all of this stuff, and then you pick out what it is that you tasted.
Like, I think this is the chemical makeup of this
Yeah,
food.
exactly.
That's how
Which
this fucking beer
this
is.
beer, when they made it, because I'm pretty sure it was originally part of the Smokehouse series,
You may be right.
and I'll have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that's where it started. And yeah, this dude, there's just so much going on with this beer, and it's so great. And I know that they've said there's some that at Cave Divers, they're like, yeah, this is kind of like Tank 7, and you try saisons, and you're like, yeah, I get it, but it's not Tank 7. Like
we
they
had
have,
one a while back where we were like, it's kind of Tank 7-ish, but
but it's
it's not the same.
Was that the Funk Works? The Funk.
It was whatever one.
Yeah.
It was
Imperial
$8.99.
saison.
Yeah,
the
it was,
King, whatever.
Yeah.
it was $8.99 for it. I remember. So it's a Guy Felty beer of
Guy
Flavor
Fieri,
Town.
I think.
Oh,
it
Guy
is.
Fieri, yeah.
Beer of flavor.
The
Oh yeah.
farmhouse by Great Divide is also a it's a farmhouse ale, of course. I'm sorry, it's the Colette. It's a farmhouse ale. It tastes really similar to this, and I think it's an 8%, but it's also pretty good.
Hell yeah.
So what was the other? Oh, we have another beer.
I should have fired up Broforce for tonight.
Oh my god.
Tate was so ready for that. Look at him. He's like, "Oh shit,
Dude, I
bro."
don't even know if I can do it right now.
He's like, I can see who I am.
Oh my god. I don't know.
Tate's getting drunk.
Who knows what you know?
I was expecting a flashback of all the people that we've had in the show, like every 5 minutes, new guest. All right, tell us your update. How's your life changed since you've been on the show? It hasn't. All right, next person.
Well, we can't listen. So let's look back on some of the people that we've had on here.
Look,
I still don't think.
Wilcom is the use case for this scenario. He was on the show a couple of times, and now everything's going right for him. He's getting a better job, moving to a new place, drinks good beers. Look at him. Look at him. That's what happens when you move from Coors Light to craft beer. It's natural progression.
Life enrichment.
I'll cheers to that.
Yeah.
If only we can get him off that Michelob Ultra shit that he likes
Yeah.
to drink.
Peak.
But on that same note,
Keystone?
Teresa bought some of this Michelob Ultra the other day. That's like this. What is it? Oh my god, so fancy.
The Michelob Ultra Lime?
It's the lime with something else.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious.
Lime, something. It's like 4 different ingredients. I mean, I'm gonna look it
This
up
is a
now.
failed conversation.
You're a
Yeah,
fool.
you-
I took this
You look it
green
up.
screen down because I didn't expect Welcome to be back, and I was like, we might as well do the show from our own homes from now on if we're gonna do the show. So that's why you see my basement.
I knew I would be here this week. And so last week when we canceled and said, because last week I closed. No, so like I literally moved to Illinois and then I worked 10 days straight. And then I went on vacation.
That's crazy.
It's been fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy.
It's literally crazy.
That was crazy.
That's good though. That's good for you.
Ooh, on a separate note, anybody still watching? I don't want to speak for you guys, but based on the last conversation that we had, you should expect some interesting things from the 3 guys that matter, meaning everybody with tape. That there are going to be some decent changes or some new things that you're going to see over the next, I don't want to say couple of months, in the next year. How about that? In the next year, you should see some big changes that will change the way that you view us, change the way that you interact with us, and just change the way that you appreciate us.
So
I
it's
want
lime
I
and
want the
prickly
Brews
pear.
Bros to be the guys that you watch when you come home from work and take a shit without your shirt. I want
Shirtless
I want us to be
shitter.
those guys. You're just gonna rip that shirt off, and you're like, you know what? I got 10, 15 minutes. I'm gonna watch one of their videos. So I think that is a way that we are moving, so that we can be ingested in small bites rather than just eating up your Tuesdays. Uh, in some manners,
Yeah.
but I still believe this is going to hold par for the course. There just is going to be a new life breathed into the Brews Bros.
Little
So
adjustment.
you can have us all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna try some new things. I was half asleep during the conversation, so I felt like I wasn't as into it as I should have been. But in my defense, I had just driven to Omaha and went to try and find these beers, which in and of itself, Omaha, fucking Jesus Christ. But yeah, so I'm very.
I like
excited.
Omaha. I really like Omaha.
I don't
actually.
mind it once I actually figured out what the fuck I was doing there.
They've got a bunch of one-way streets that are fucking ass backwards.
Yes, that was the problem.
And they have 15 Farnham streets. They're not
Yes.
streets, it's street, avenue, court, blah, blah, blah. That's all fucking downtown. So you're like, where the hell am I going?
Yeah, I figured it out. I had to drive between restaurants to pick up product, and I was like, where the hell am I going?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Place is
It-
We're
fucking
just all
nuts.
busy.
it's
Life-
definitely
life hits you, and we'll try to adjust.
it's definitely a juggling of what we do with ourselves. So bear with us if we're not here for a Tuesday or two, because we try our best to be here, but we do have shit that goes on outside of this. But we'll try and make up for it when we are on.
I don't have anything that's more important than you guys. Not you three on the couch. You, the viewers. You're everything to me. I don't interact with you guys, and I
You're
never
such
see
a
you guys.
fucking schmuck.
But
Schmuck is the right word. I like your selection. That's the right word.
Oh, I love it, Jason. I love it. So, now that we're to the favorite part of the episode, the BS.
are we at BS?
We're at BS.
I
Woo!
don't think I
I'm
want.
ready for this shit for a while.
I don't want another Chain 7.
This
By the
will-
way, congrats Nate, Kate, and Chris for all your accomplishments this last week.
Cheers, Blaine.
Yes! Alright.
What
So,
did Chris accomplish? I'm offended.
he took
but
down the green screen. That's a fucking huge accomplishment.
in the last 7 days, I do have to admit, I haven't done a whole shitload. In the last 2 weeks, though, I've done a shitload.
Hey, Jason,
So-
we are proud of your midday beers and
Day end beers.
day in
Wait,
beers.
did
so
I say
you
that
don't-
on stream? I didn't say that on stream. My wife is watching. Shut the fuck up!
His music dropped, asshole. Boom sauce. Yeah, he did drop. By the way, he did drop a song on Friday, right? Was it Friday?
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
2 Fridays ago, maybe.
Was it 2 Fridays ago? Was it already been that long?
It was over Labor Day weekend. So yeah.
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 Okay.
And I'm dropping another one, and this is like, I guess nobody's heard this, but another one in like 2 weeks.
So
Probably two weeks from Friday.
So stay tuned. If you haven't listened to the last one, listen to
Most people haven't. 30. Ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody. Okay.
Ain't nobody fucking with me.
Ain't nobody fucking with me.
So, not to be all up on your dick, but I really like that song. I actually really like the way that it goes. I like the way that you mentioned you have a lot of throwouts. I really like that one. That is one of my favorites.
I say a lot in a very short amount of time.
Yes.
Even if people don't realize it, there's a lot of stuff that I deal with. Yeah.
My favorite part about that song is every time you go to put it up or you get ready to do it, you say, I just want everybody to know there's a lot of fucking F words in this
Yeah.
song.
If you don't like F-bombs, get the fuck
Get
out.
the fuck out. Every time. Then you just, hey, what the fuck with me?
Mercenary.
It's basically the song, man.
Yeah,
Mercenary.
it is. It's
It's
fucking
a
great.
It's a
We're
truth,
going
bro.
mercenary. Odell.
Oh,
God.
God. I can't do it.
Odell.
What is this, 10?
Fuck, I don't know what it is.
7, 5?
It's 7 something. You know it is.
Oh shit, that's actually. God damn it! I wish you would have told me. That is actually one of the ones that is in that mix pack.
God damn
I would have fucking brought it with me.
It wasn't me. It was Wilk.
I grabbed it last second. I'm sorry.
9-3. Oh my god.
Oh my God. It's more than the Take 7.
Yes, it's Take 7 on crack. We're about to get. I'm sorry, you guys. You have to go to work tomorrow. I have to get on an airplane.
Tate, you have to tell me how much you like it since it's an IPA. I mean, Jesus.
Oh, it's not just an IPA.
No, but I've been playing some things too, musically and with like gaming and shit. Trying to do like a video a week or every 2 weeks. When 33 Answers drops, I think 2 weeks from Friday, I'm gonna drop a breakdown video a week before, so it's kind of like what the song's gonna be about, like an interview style type video, and what to expect from the track. And then the day that it drops, I'll do another lyric video type thing. I want to do a music video, but we'll see if I have time. Music videos take a lot of fucking
You're
time.
gonna get some groupies all up in there with the booty
Shaking
popping.
ass.
No, it's not that type of song. It's more of a question the world type track. I mean,
You
guys
could probably squeeze some booty popping up in that.
you guys have heard it. It's just no. Yeah, hit up my YouTube channels. I got Shrizdifer and Shriz.
No, what it needs to be is him fucking walking around a city, and like as you go through each thing that you decipher in the song,
Yeah.
then you start fucking just kicking shit down. Like that's the way I say that. It sounded weird. So you remember? Oh my god, let me see the hips swing. That music video where he fucking walks around and he's like Godzilla,
Uh-huh.
and he's walking through a city. Not quite that way, but like as you go through each city, each part of it, like you just start all of a sudden like it all builds up to a peak, and like on the last chorus you just start fucking just kicking down walls and shit. Probably not.
All I
That might be a
can
little too-
imagine in this, now that you've mentioned that, is the I threw it on the ground, where he's like, and then I threw it on the ground. Got tased in the butthole. Like fucking Elijah Wood and Ryan Reynolds.
Dude, you
Just
can get
tasing
those,
you in the butthole.
those music videos where it's
We're in
your
the worst
face
position right
and
now.
you're rapping, you're doing your thing, and then there's just 2 booties on either side of your head that are just booty popping.
What is it with you?
Tate, how sex starved are you? Didn't you just have a kid? You got laid
Yeah.
9 months ago. You're better than
Tate's
most
like,
of our
fuck
viewers.
this,
You
dude.
should
We're
be
doing this like
happy.
a straight up hip hop video.
Since my music's about pussy popping.
It's pussy sweat.
Tate's like, I was watching Monday Night Football and I saw that G-Eazy halftime show. I know what that song was really about.
Yep.
That was the most inappropriate song to play at a Monday Night Football halftime song. It was hilarious.
Which game was that?
The Raiders.
No.
Raiders game.
I don't know if I made. It was a late game.
It was. Started at 9.
I don't know if I made that. I might have been napping at the halftime show.
So the funny part is that whole song is about just fucking girls. And like it's like if I fuck her one time I'm a wife. And like it goes there, if I fuck her 4 times it's a lifer. Or you wife her. I think 3 times is a lifer or something like that. But like fuck with me and get some money. Fuck with me and get some money.
Whoa, is behind Chris, did he take down that wall?
What wall?
It was just a green screen before.
Remember, it was the blanket with the green screen.
Jason.
Wait, there wasn't a wall there?
Jason
No,
just had
it's
the
always
Matrix.
been a blanket with a
Are
green
you
screen.
fucking with me right now? I can't appreciate if you're fucking with me.
There
No,
was
it's
some
just
literally
know
a
that.
black comforter hanging from our fucking rafters with a green screen in front
Shit.
of it.
I could have sworn there was like a thin wall there.
Nope.
Inception.
Oh fuck, man.
My creativity at work.
Plug that YouTube channel. Go ahead, Shriz.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
missed it.
It's like,
Wait, is it called Recreativity at Work?
No, it's just Shriz.
Oh shit. Well, he mentioned that, and I was like, "Fuck, that's a great name."
And I have a Shriz to Fur. That's my gaming type shit.
Yep.
noob.
That's the one I like to watch.
I like to tune in and comment.
Yeah, like, fuck you, Shriz, and he leaves.
Fuck you, sure as other peace out.
I wait for you to respond. I try. I'm like, go on. Call me out. Call me out live on Kaz.
No, when Link's Awakening drops a week from
Oh
Friday.
shit!
A week.
I pre-ordered that for my kid.
Yeah, a week from Friday. Julie and I took the fucking day off, and we're gonna stream that
Holy
shit for like
shit.
12 hours.
Damn. Watch it.
New Zelda?
Yeah. I mean, it's not new. It's
What-
just
what-
it's a remaster of a Game Boy game.
What?
But
what,
I never played that one, so it's gonna be fun.
What system?
Well, the remaster is incredible for one, just the looks of it. But two, it's a game that not many people played.
Yeah, it seems very. But then the people that have played it, it's in their like top 3. They're like that one, A Link to the Past, and Ocarina. So I'm like, fuck yeah.
So, I watched a video the other night, and it actually made me think of you when we went to the Ren Fest, which the Ren Fest is going on right now.
Okay.
If anybody wants to fucking go. But it was a guy making cocktails to put in potion bottles, and he was
Yeah.
shouting out best Zelda games, and he's like, best Zelda games, A Link to the Past. I'm like, fuck you, it's Ocarina of Time. Like, there's no doubts about that. It's Ocarina of Time. Like, easy. Even though I played Link to the Past way before that, it's definitely Ocarina of Time. But I was like, you know what? Chris would appreciate that. We should get some of those potion bottles and just fill them full of booze and set them on your shelf.
I still have mine from the Ren Fest.
I was wondering if anybody noticed.
Of course.
The Renaissance Festival is on right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
When's it?
It's
when's
on
it
like
over?
now through November.
Oh wow, man! I want to go again. I loved that so much when we used to go
Too
out there.
small of a child right now.
Huh?
You could always take the child.
Yeah, I want to put elf ears on her.
Yep. Take some time whenever it gets cooler, just because like when we went, me and Chris, it was very humid and it just exhausts you. I mean, it's so fucking exhausting.
Yeah, the weather
Walking
was
from
shit.
booth to booth of just people wanting to sell you shit. Of course, you're having a good time. You're seeing all this stuff go on, but it's hot and humid. You just want to get the fuck out of there. And if it's nice and cool, then it's a fun time. And if you go on some of the weekends where they have really cool events, like around Halloween, it's excellent. So if you can do it then.
Crazy story. I once performed at Renfest.
What?
Performed orally?
So our choir program for Labette Community College
Glory hole.
actually
So yes.
sang all day at Renfest one year.
Don't mind me.
I'm sorry. Now I heard you say choir, and yes, we performed, and now I'm like, yep, he performed orally. But side note, cool story, bro.
What did you sing?
What would you do
Did
with the
you-
Drunken Sailor?
Actually, when was this? How long ago?
That would have been 2007.
The initial bite
Holy
on
shit!
this.
It's like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
You were 18. You were in high school. You were a fucking senior.
Nope. I was 20 years old. I was a sophomore in college.
Okay, never mind. I'm way off. Wait, I thought you just turned 30. You just turned 32?
32.
Holy shit. You're as
32.
old as I am. Fucking old man.
And I'm a boss.
I still feel like
How-
24.
How much does your back hurt every day when you wake up?
I still feel like 14.
Yeah.
Not very much.
That was a rough year.
Really? Eh.
Hormones are kicking in hard at 14.
It depends on how I sleep, though. It's been very weird adjusting to living in a hotel.
Understandable.
I also get breakfast every morning, so that's okay.
hot.
But is it a good breakfast?
No, it's the same two things. They just mix it
Oh,
up.
God, people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't you rather kind of have no breakfast?
So
Like my page.
one of
but I
them's
don't
really
like your
good.
shit.
Don't talk about old man in my presence, dick. So one of them is like.
Sorry, Jim. Oh shit! I knew it was Jim before it even posted. Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
So one of them is a mixed cheese omelet, which is pretty solid. The other
like
is
cheese
just
and red
a yolk that has been killed egg with black pepper on it, which is not so great.
I
It'd
like
be
black
cool if
pepper.
it was like an egg sandwich. Maybe I'll do that next time. Maybe I'll get a bagel and put two of them on a and like the sausage on top and make a sandwich out of it.
There you go.
That'd probably be better.
You getting room service?
I don't know if I do, but I
I've
don't
never
use it.
gotten room service ever.
I don't want to waste that money.
Ever.
We did it on a cruise.
I want to do it.
I've had the person come into my house that, or into my room, because I don't have a do not disturb sign, and for some reason they won't give me one. Everybody else has one. But so I didn't get up fast enough, and I was in my underwear, and the guy walked in, black dude with long ass dreads, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh, you're cool, man. I was just coming to clean up. I was like, you're good. I don't need anything today. Sorry, I would have had clothes on, but you kind of caught me off guard.
It happened to me the other day. I walked into a dorm room that was supposed to be unoccupied.
Oh.
But it was occupied.
Was it a football player?
No, it was some
Oh,
nerd.
you're K-State Salina.
Some nerd. And I was like, "Oh, hey, how are you? You're in
Well,
here
you
now,
were some
huh?
nerd, but who was the other dude?
Huh?
I said you were some nerd, but who was the other dude? A pilot? It was a pilot.
It's always a pilot.
No, it was a nerd.
So what was his job? What was he going to school for?
You think we fucking exchange resumes?
Probably.
I said, hey, I gotta do this shit
Nope.
in your space real quick. Don't.
You need me to fluff pillow?
I say if he was a nerd and you were a nerd, there's only like 3 of you in the whole fucking school. Of course you know each other.
Well, there's probably a few more than just 3 in that school.
Affirmative. It's a school of nerds.
I went there once and I took computer programming classes.
There's only like 48 people in the whole school. So I saw the
Staff-wise?
attendance count. Most of it's administrative staff.
I think there are more than
Freshman enrollment kind of went crazy this year. There's a lot of people on campus.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Are you guys above 1,100?
I think we're right
that.
there.
I was going to say 1,200 I thought is what they...
We're right there. Yeah, I mean the dorms are full. They're at capacity.
So I saw Kathy Brockway got an award. You know anything about that?
Nope.
Nope.
Really?
I don't
Shit,
participate
I
in
know
campus
about that.
events.
If you bump into her, tell her I said hi and congratulations. Please actually tell her that. Don't
Don't waste my time with that shit.
walk around, be like Jason says, fuck you, but no, please tell her I said congrats.
Alright. Oy.
I'd appreciate
Jason-
it. Thank you.
You're not drinking this mercenary, are you? What are you drinking?
No, I'm drinking another Tank 7.
Oh my god. Well, you're right there with us then.
Jason's blacking out.
9
Because
point.
this thing's 9 something too.
So, I haven't eaten today, so maybe. Maybe.
I have.
I cooked fillets for dinner.
I saw those.
I ate a few things
I thought about just going up there and like taking a bite and leaving it with like a bite indention in the side.
We can.
We'll leave a note for
When he was
Julie.
talking about
Julie,
having
eat
something
my
for
tape,
lunch with
finish.
coworkers, and I was like, I had coffee. We went for coffee for lunch instead. I had 7.5 fucking hours of meetings today. Of meetings.
What the fuck?
Of meetings. Let me stress that to you. 7.5
I-
fucking hours
I will fight
of
that.
meetings.
I fight
Jesus
my
goddamn
fucking-
Christ.
No, I'll fight that. I'm not
It was
going to
ridiculous.
7 hours of meetings in a day.
Wait, well, question.
Yes.
Did you guys accomplish anything?
No, of course not.
So if you had to say whether or not it was 7.5 hours of useful time, you would say
Fuck no.
It was 1 hour of useful time.
And America, all of America's doing this. Imagine how much could happen if we weren't wasting all this fucking time
on meetings.
Yeah, talking about solutions instead of solving problems. It's
Synergy.
fucking disgusting.
So
Weird
while I
Al
was sitting there in
Yankovic
the meeting,
buzzwords.
I finally had times I could come up with scripts that I wanted to run for when I have to go do projects. So I'm sitting there the entire time, and I'm coming up with these scripts. And I'm like, fuck, they didn't work. And they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with this meeting because this meeting is fucking bullshit. And then eventually they were like, hey, what do you know about this? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I have not been paying attention for easily over an hour. Please repeat your last 45 seconds of statement, and I will give you my opinion. That happened twice. And each time I was completely caught off guard to where I almost would have rather had my dick in my hand than my computer.
If only
Because
it
at
wasn't
least
quite
then I
so
would have had an
pathetic.
excuse.
And then they'd be like,
It's
oh.
totally my time working for the city of Slime.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yep, that's my workplace. Engineers and supervisors are going, this is the problem. We
How are you
should
gonna
figure out
fix
the
it?"
problem. Why don't you send an email before the fucking meeting so you can solve it at the meeting?
We could have talked about it during the meeting.
Fucking idiots.
No, I've just been introduced into a lot of chaos.
People drive me nuts.
I'm taking care of a baby.
That is chaos.
Are you?
It's not that fucking hard, Tate. I did it. And my kid's fucking awesome. She offered me. My kid is so wonderful. She offered me some of the money that she worked all summer for to pay for rent for our new house. What a wonderful child. And instead, I told her, keep your goddamn money. Also, do you need any toys? And I'm going to buy you new bed sheets because I love you. But, Tate, no homo. One day your kid is going to be as great as mine. Never greater. Never greater. Never. But one day your kid is going to be as great as mine.
Why does that require a no homo?
Because
This is a true question.
this
Why does
is
that-
the one of the first times where I am complimenting you. Also, I thought about this in the shower this morning. Again, no
That
homo. I was
makes
thinking
sense.
about you in
homo.
the
That's
shower.
homo.
But I was like, you know what? Tate's kid is going to be successful because of Dr. Neil. It's going to be Dr. Neil that carries that goddamn family.
And jujitsu
And
practice.
sadly,
practitioner.
that is not Tate.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be the craziest part about Tate's daughter. Is she's gonna be smart as shit because of her
Jiu-jitsu
mom,
and medicine.
but she's gonna be fucking agile
That's a
as
bad
shit
pick.
because Tate's gonna fucking be like, "All right, let's get down on the
Chug
floor,
me out, kid.
kitchen wrestling."
Go
Are you,
again!
are you back at Jits, buddy?
Well, I've been out. I've been out 2 weeks.
John, is he back at Jits?
I haven't been back since baby.
Take it now because you can, because
I'm-
she's not going to take care of you later in life. Just saying.
I'm thinking next week, or no, Wednesday, tomorrow. I'm hoping to go tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Weren't you just talking about getting shit-faced drunk and going and shooting a gun? And then I believe there was taking a nap. I'm almost 100% sure you said, I'm going to get shit-faced,
Thanks, Nicholas.
shoot a gun, fuck off
Thanks,
everything
Nick.
else.
Cheers, bro. 100.
Cheers.
100 motherfucking episodes.
Take that
Thanks,
times
Nick.
The average beers you had
If you have,
every
Nick,
night.
if you're still watching and you haven't had a Tank 7, remind me. I'll bring you one tomorrow. Nick is a buddy at work, and I introduced him to other beers. One of them was the Natter Days. He went from drinking Natty Lights, now he drinks Natter Days. But
That's a stepping
he is
stone.
very receptive to all craft beers that we are doing.
Nowadays,
So far,
like
I haven't
fucking Kool-Aid.
seen him
Yeah,
turn
it's
down
Kool-Aid.
one or say a bad thing about one. And I'm not sure if that's a positive reinforcement of Nick or a negative reinforcement of Nick.
Take the
Let us know, Nick.
strawberry
Let us know.
lemonade Kool-Aid and put it in a fucking natty light. You got a natter day.
That's pretty much it. But Natter Days, believe it or not, fairly low calorie. They are low calorie.
But are they low sugar?
They are low sugar just based on their low calorie. So the sugar content, almost 100% of the sugar content that goes into an Saturday is to convert to alcohol. Pretty decent. Pretty decent.
I'm fucked up.
I'm fucked up too.
I don't
I'm
drink much
I'm
anymore.
struggling to
This
comprehend
is-
that one.
These
I
beers
haven't
are strong.
I haven't drank since I moved to Illinois.
No
I drank
shit.
Sunday, but yeah, the entire time I was there, I didn't drink.
Nick, I'll bring you one anyway. You're my bro.
Where's your lady? Is she here?
She's
Just bowling. again.
bowling.
Bowling again?
At the new alley.
It's back up.
Is that
Okay.
cool? You been?
I haven't been.
Ooh. So how was The Office trivia on Friday?
I didn't go because Tate and I were playing poker.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was poker night.
But she said it was.
Are you
very-
fucking serious? Tate and you were playing poker? I thought that was a fucking joke. I'm so fucking angry if that's serious.
Oh, it's dead serious.
It's Heath Ledger Joker serious.
We had 7 people
Look
at
his
the poker
face.
game.
I'm
8.
so fucking angry right
8.
now. You have no.
Your
Yeah,
cheeks
goddamn
are very,
idea.
very red.
'Cause I
Like they
counted
were
out
red
7
already,
shit.
but they are
7
very
shits.
red right now.
You're right. We were one short.
We had a good game. Solid game.
Yeah, it was okay.
Don't lie, Chris was super salty with
You know
like
what?
3 people because they're annoying as fuck.
Tate, it always stands as fuck you. But Chris, how did you do this to me? How did you possibly do this to me?
It was honestly kind of last minute, night before type shit, which I didn't mind. It was his birthday. I was like, fuck it, I'm there. And my wife was kind of salty because I couldn't make it to her trivia thing. But I'm like, that's your gig, and I'm not going to play anyways because I don't want the...
People to think that you're cheating.
Yeah. Cause
True,
like
that's
the
what it
first-
always turns into.
The first 2 ones that they held, I got first and second. That's a little fucking leery. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not playing anymore. I don't want that bullshit.
And Gavin made a bunch of friends across the street.
Yeah, that's a fucking crazy story.
Oh my god.
Cherry and David and Julie came to pick him up at like 11.
And I can't. I'm looking on my phone. They're like, we're here. I was like, all right, see you later, Tate. Thanks for the good time. Blah blah. I go out front. Nobody. And then I hear some guy across the street. Oh, you play music? Yeah, man. Da, da, da. And some guy goes into this house, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then I hear Cherry walking up, and then Julie's walking up too. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And Julie's texting me, you didn't give with me the right address. Are you sure it's fucking 12th Street? Da, 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 da. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yep, we go pick
So I
Tate
went
up
back to
all the
garage.
fucking time.
Yeah, I went back
All
to the
the
garage. I'm like, you said 409 South 12, right? Or whatever. And he's like, yep. And I text her that. Like, did you not just click on the fucking text message? Because that takes you to goddamn Google Maps. And come to find out, it was them across the street going in some random ass house of people they don't know.
Oh, Miles. Miles is a hoot. I think he's Nigerian.
And then I had to wait a good 20, 25 minutes to fucking leave. Because they were making friends.
Making friends.
Because this random house let them inside.
Oh, Miles makes friends with everybody. He's a good guy.
It was fucking weird.
Loves the fucking drums.
Fucking weird.
Tate, I'm not even joking right now. I'm so angry with you.
He's pissed. He's been quiet.
So fucking angry. Like, all I've wanted with my bros who sit on this couch with me most every Tuesday and drink beer, all I've wanted is a good bro day to gamble. That's it. I have very few pleasures in life, and Tate, no homo, you were involved in one of them, which is gambling days, and you didn't invite me.
To be
So,
fair, Jason, it wasn't too broy. There were 2 women that
I'm
played.
so salty about this. So was it the same 2 ladies who were at our last one, which one of them fucking won?
Beth and a new one.
Allie, my sister-in-law.
Yeah. So yes,
You don't even live in Salina, dude.
I don't fucking care. I own a home in Salina. That's all that should matter to you.
This is the angriest I think I've seen Jason.
It's really, it's very
hurt. I'm
complicated.
not angry. You know what? Just like your mother, I am not angry. I am disappointed.
He's got that pissed off
No,
smile.
he's got the smile. Yeah, the angry
A
smile going on.
like, hey, motherfucker.
That's the
Well,
Joker smile right there.
Jason,
Uh.
I won poker.
You did? You
oh,
won?
You fucking right, I did.
God damn it! I know I can beat you.
Like...
Chris thought the same thing.
Dude, I don't care that you won. Congrats. Happy birthday and all that. You know
Thanks,
how I
Kyle.
felt about the night.
Oh, fuck.
It's hard to get into poker when people are new. People are fucked up. It's clunky. I like rhythm. I like the game of breathe.
Kyle, I
Like,
heard you made an
yeah,
appearance
of
at
course. But it's
at the
alright.
old
It's still fun, bro.
Sandstone Saloon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very disappointed that I was not able to be there.
I didn't get last, so
Oh, you had one. You had. I remember one good hand in particular. You really came back with one strong hand.
and I didn't buy in till late. Once I only lost $10 and I played for fucking 3 hours probably.
Yep.
So worth it.
That's good.
Oh man, it was just Jason. You missed out on a good time. It was
Oh,
so
fuck,
good.
come on.
It was so good.
Tate. Tate.
So fucking angry.
Look, his face
Look,
is just
Chris,
getting redder
I
and
don't
redder.
blame you.
Look, the bolt hole's going away and turning
Hey.
into a red mark.
I fucking completely blame you. So fucking.
Still, regardless,
I thought they were joking.
always a
earlier.
pleasure when I get to hear the Pettigenes play.
But earlier you
God
thought
damn
all
it.
of us played without you. Wilkin wasn't there. It was just me and Tate.
They just keep talking about poker rubbing it in, Jason.
It was only the VIPs. It was. I mean.
Then why the fuck were you there?
It was his VIP.
I am
No.
the most
His
VIP.
His wife is so much better than he is. He should have watched the goddamn kid, and she should have played.
Oh, Jason's getting really angry now.
Fucking Tate. I'm
So we had
mad.
I had 8 It's a Girl cigars, and so we
He
all
bought some more It's a Girl cigars
yeah
today.
we had a really genuine moment where we all
Hey,
lit up our
if
It's
you're
a
ever
Girl
back
cigars.
in St. Louis, let me know, because that's where I live now.
Yeah, we had this moment. We all lit them up, and we were all puffing on these It's a Girl cigars, and we all was like, God damn. So I'm so glad Jason's not here.
You did not
Fuck
say
you.
that.
Fuck
You did
everything
not
about
say
you.
That.
God damn it.
That was never said. I guarantee it.
Oh.
I hate you all. I hate you all. I just wish
Thank
I had
you.
friends that lived in close to me. That's all I want.
What? St. Louis?
That's all I want.
You want friends in St. Louis? Is that what you're saying?
Archie's like, go on Bumble. I was like, I don't think you understand what Bumble's for.
Hooking up.
She's like, no, I know somebody who met their best friend on there. I was like, yeah, I guarantee they didn't start out trying to be best friends.
Archie
best
is
for the
telling
guy,
you
there's
to go
a
on
reason.
Bumble
Go on
to
Bumble
make
and meet
friends.
friends.
Oh, Archie, honey, don't do that. Don't be encouraging Bumble.
It's like, nope, I'll pass. I'll hard pass on Bumble.
Nick, I saw that you were on there. You know what? It's that time of year. If you're
Bumble?
game, I'm game. I'm gonna do a stouts and stews without fucking you. We're gonna do gambling, stouts and stews. Fuck you, Tate. Chris, you're invited. I realize that this wasn't your fault. Nathan, you're close enough. I also realized this wasn't something that you had to do.
I wasn't even
Tate.
there. I was in St. Louis.
Fuck you, Tate. Look, everything about you.
I was working. How about Beer Olympics for his 30th? You down? I can make sure cigars are there.
Speaking
That
of cigars,
sounds-
you want to?
Nick, I forgot you weren't 30.
Yeah, we're gonna spark one.
No offense to you. It's
Wanna
not
go
that you look
downstairs?
30. I just forgot you weren't 30.
Oh my god.
My wife would go batshit, but I don't give a fuck. Let's do it.
Let's close the door.
Not the whole shit, but a little bit. A little bit of a toker no.
Wait, are you two chugging? Holy shit.
Nope. Smoking a cigar in the basement. We've got
Oh,
video
shit,
evidence
okay.
that this is happening.
I missed all of that. is it really a cigar or is it a
Show it.
cigar?
It's a cigar. We won't be blitzed.
Mm,
It's a girl cigar.
Julie's gonna get home and flip the fuck out. It's gonna be hilarious.
It's okay.
she
It's
won't.
okay.
Julie won't care.
All right, fellas.
Oh my God, there's an arts and crafts section back here now.
Well, we made it.
Been there.
A
You
hundred,
guys seen it.
100 fucking episodes. Tell me
100
your favorite.
episodes.
Tell me your favorite
Been
moment
more
of
than
the show.
2 years.
Jason, tell me your favorite moment of the show.
My favorite moment of the show. Actually, my favorite moment of the show was when we had Bud on and he was going through the second rounds of Hydra beers that we had. It was at that point when I was like, you know what, we're actually doing really well. We've got an out of state person sponsoring us. We are making some attraction. And that felt really, really good. I mean, sure, it hasn't, the momentum hasn't carried in a lot of areas, but I do still know that actually, I'm lying. I'm fucking lying. You know what my favorite fucking part is? My favorite fucking part is hearing from the guy when we were at the Salina on Tap, and he was like, "Hey, you know what? I heard that you shit on aeroplanes," and I was like, "You know what, motherfucker? I did.
I did.
Fuck aeroplanes." And he was like, "I told them, you know what? You shouldn't be mad that he shit all over you. You should try to make your beer better." And I was like, "Woo! That's what I'm saying. Fuck you, aeroplanes. Fuck your common ale. Fuck your shitty beer. Make better beer." That actually felt really fucking good. Only because it wasn't, hey, these people recognize that you rated their beer well. It was these people were angry that you recognized their beer poorly. Like that felt real good. Just like when people started shitting on us for rating Stone breweries stuff
Yes.
poorly, and we were like, you know what? It's actually because you make a shit beer. It's not because we're being assholes. We've had hundreds of beers on this show. Hundreds of beers.
Every single
You make a
Stone
shit beer. That's what you do. You make a shit beer. Do better.
And being in California, like the whole piney thing is huge for them. And so I understand why they are liked in California because they like the piney flavor. But overall, like there's only certain people who like piney beer, and that's why Stone has their following because they like shit beer. Can't say that they like shit beer. They like pine
What
beer.
belongs to
Just
the challenge, damn it.
Tate,
What?
favorite moment?
Neff throwing up.
Ah, damn it!
When Wichita Brewing was here.
Ah, fuck!
Walnut
That was gonna
River.
be fun.
Walnut
Walnut
River.
River.
Dude, the Walnut
Walnut
River.
River will go on forever
You
in
can
the
hear it through the
infamy
wall.
of
You can
this
hear it through
fucking.
the
I remember me telling BJ, who was sitting on the couch, shh, 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 shh. And then Neff going,
That will go down as one of the all-time greatest moments in the history of this show.
I'm a little salty Neff hasn't tuned in tonight. I figured he would be here for episode 100.
For episode 100.
He is one of the originals. I really wanted him to be here, even if it was just in comment.
Chris, favorite moment?
I don't think there is a favorite moment. I just like having fun and hanging out with people consistently. It's a different time nowadays to where like you don't know your neighbors, you don't really have close friends anymore. I ain't got a best friend, I don't think, like to save my goddamn life.
Whoa.
Not whoa.
Whoa. I'd help you bury your wife.
Huh? What?
Said I'd help you bury your wife.
I wouldn't need help with that. I got the backyard. No, but it's a weird time, and I just appreciate having homies to hang out with every week and shit. And I think we can continue. It's just doing it logistically to where it makes sense and to where we don't fuck up our Wednesday every week.
Yep.
We adjust and see what works, see what doesn't work, and keep going. My favorite part about this is learning everything I've learned about you guys and about how the internet works and like how people want to interact, or just things about like running a shitty studio. Like I've learned a ton, and I'm a learner and I love it. That's my favorite part, is learning about you guys and just the whole. I mean, it's been 2 years. It's been at least 2 hours, 100 times drinking beer with you guys, and I don't ever want to just like throw that shit away. Even if we do like get rid of the show eventually, or we just keep going, I want to be your guys' friends like for life if possible. Yeah. And that's what's most important to me. It's not my favorite. It's not just like picking a favorite part of the show. I want friends that I can like talk to or just text out of nowhere and be like, hey, what are you doing? And or just call or whatever, because I don't have that. I'm not that dude, and I need to try harder to be that dude. And this actually like makes me realize that. And there's been so many fucking good beers. There's been way more good beers than bad beers. Like, it's been fucking good.
So for me, it was probably about 2 years ago. I think it was one of the pub crawls.
Mm-hmm.
All of you guys were together upstairs at Big Nose, hanging out.
Probably a Patty's Day one?
I think it's Patty's Day. And on that day, like, I went up there and, like, me and you talked, because every time we see each other, we always talk.
There's a little bit.
We always talk. But on that day, it killed me because it always stuck out to me, because it was what you told me. You said, I love how you've always stayed friends with the people that we hung out with in high school.
Yep.
And how I still know all of those people, and I still talk to them. And that's something that you've always wished that you've had.
Yep, I remember talking about that.
And to me, that...
It's my fault.
No, it wasn't that. That has never been a big deal. Because, like, that's when I started really watching the show. I saw all of you guys, and I had met Jason and Neff on a random night.
Fucking KC hat, bro.
KC hat at... I was looking over a rollout guide. You guys were there drinking, and, like, I had met you.
Y'all met him, like, away from me.
Him. Without even knowing who Chris was. We had went across the street and ended up seeing each other there. But... like, I always looked forward...
I saw you all over town after that. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, because that's how it works. You never know somebody until you actually see them, and then once you see them, you realize just how much you actually see them around. But for me, it's always been cool because this has, like, always been my Tuesday hangout. And even beforehand, before we started, I was on the show, like, this is what I did on Tuesdays from 7 to 9.
You hung out.
Like, this was my hangout. These are my bros.
Sure.
And so even if I never drank the beers with you guys, I was always welcomed into this atmosphere. And it was cool for me because even when I got welcomed onto the actual show, it was the same thing. Like, it was like we have known each other forever. And I've always loved that camaraderie. And I will always love the night that we did the pre-recorded shows. And I know they didn't work out as well as we wanted them to. But, oh my God, if you guys could have been there and seen the behind the scenes of us doing pre-recorded shows. Because we did the intro. We chugged beers. Then we did 2 fucking episodes. We drank 4 beers. 4 different beers in one night. We did all of those on one Sunday. And by the time you saw the second episode we were looking at,
That's right. I forgot about that. 2 episodes.
That
at
was
once.
on a Sunday.
But we got fucking shit-faced on a Sunday. Pre-recording episodes for Christmas and New Year's
Yeah.
that nobody knew about, and we played them, and they were probably the worst, like,
The
viewed,
second one.
the worst viewed episodes that we've ever had. But you know what? That was probably my favorite fucking Sunday I've ever had. Was all of us getting fucking shit tanked, just drinking beers, recording it, and watching how fucking fucked up it was.
It's rough.
The second episode, we started drunk.
Oh, I was definitely drunk. I was like, I'm gonna slow pace it, and after those first few beers, I was like, fuck that. We're
It was
just
all
going
downhill
all
from
in,
there.
boys.
I don't even know if we remember to do the intro again.
The fucking dude. But the crazy, we did the whole chugging and everything all that one day,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was rough. It was a good
So-
idea.
I do have to ask everybody who's on the show, from where you started to now, it's actually a two-part question. Do you feel like you are knowledgeable about beers? And do you feel like you actually get more open and honest questions about beers from peers?
I
Go.
feel like I can taste liquids and beers a lot better now. I can't say that I can logistically speak about them any better or be very professional about this is in this or these type of hops or that or any of that bullshit. But in layman's terms, I can basically recommend a beer to a person if they let me know what the fuck they're looking for.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
I can
And
definitely.
yes, I do get people hitting me up going, "Hey, I'm at the liquor store. What should I get?"
Yep.
Okay, what are you looking for? Well, I'm gonna be eating this or whatever, or this is gonna be this type of night. All right, I go for this or that type shit. It happens, man.
I can definitely point people to
And
a
it
beer that they would like.
never happened before this show.
Never.
Pretty fucking cool.
You want any more of this?
No.
Okay, let's pump it out. Don't want to get too smoky in here.
Yeah.
Oh. We'll save this for the aftercast.
What about you, Jason? You obviously got people hitting you up for recommendations and shit.
So I do. It actually happens quite a bit, which I'm very grateful for. I would agree with you on the fact that, hey, I don't know about this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's actually, again, anybody who's still tuning in, that's actually something that I believe we're going to start introducing as part of a series or part of a multi-series here shortly is, hey, you know what? This is our ale series. Here's what you need to know about ale. Here's a few different ales, and we review them. Or here is a lager, and here's what separates it from an ale and things like that. There are different notes that I get on beers now. It is something where I can taste it and I can say, hey, it's like this. To the point where I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were out at a brewery, and he had me try a beer, and he said, if you had to rate this, where would you rate this? And I was like, oh, it would be like a lager. He said, I would say it's about a 4.4 ABV. And it was a 4.5. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually getting all right at this. I'm not too fucking
Yeah.
terrible. I'm not off the mark. I understand where my flavor profiles are. I get where the parts that I like are, the things that I don't like are. There's a lot more characteristics that I can build with this. It's come to a point to me where it's like cooking, where it's like, hey, I can taste this in this. I don't like that, or I know this has this in it. It's really good. And then even to the point where I can have something and I can accompany it with a food, and I'm like, that's great. It's almost like a food and wine pairing, and I know to do those things. I think that that's great for me. I really feel like that's something that I've developed, but I also appreciate that when people are like, "Hey, uh, what do you recommend for this?" And I can say, "Hey, what do you like? It, if you had to choose a drink that wasn't alcoholic, what would you choose?" Cool. Here are some things that you'll probably like based on that. Except for, and the only except for is sours. Nobody's like, I like sour, blah, blah, blah. Nobody fucking likes sour anything.
Fucking A, Blaine.
What
I
up,
do.
Joey?
I do think Jim is probably our biggest advocate when it comes to somebody who drank craft, like just drank the big three, and then moved, and now he's drinking all kinds of crazy stuff. And he even said, "I will say that I have experienced the influence and have made introductions on what I have had and what is new to the norm of the big beer companies. So thank you guys for that, which is awesome."
There's
Fucking
just
A.
so much out there that people discard. They're like, nope, I like
There
what
really
I like.
is.
Fuck that. And I think I'm the same way with food. But even my brother and his girlfriend Laura have been very adventurous and been going to like the Zoo Brew and going. Laura's like, hey, we got this sour at Chuck's now. You should come drink it or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I'll try to make it over there. I just hate Chuck's because it's so far away from my house. I'm in the south end, it's on the north. Like, logistically, I want to go to fucking Speakeasy if I'm
Way
gonna go.
closer.
Yeah,
Down the
I can
road.
walk home from Speaks or the Pig, but it's cool how people are finally coming around. But at the same time, if you think about it, economically speaking, the Midwest has always been like 7 years behind the coast.
Yep.
So shit hits the coast and nobody in our hometown knows about shit until it hits their Facebook feed or whatever. Well, most of the time, I've been on Reddit or I'm on Reddit and I'm keeping up to date with shit on Twitter or whatever if I can, to where it feels like I am almost futuristically advanced because I keep up with things and people here don't. They wait for it to hit their Facebook feed, and by then the fucking meme's 3 months old or 3 years old. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I'm still seeing this? It's fucking weird. My wife does it. She'll share a meme with me. I'm like, good
Saw
luck.
it on Twitter months ago.
Yeah, I saw it on Reddit. I don't know, 3 months ago or whatever. And she's like, you always see everything. Oh, well, it's just what I do. I try to stay current. And
Well, that's why we like shared the beer for.
it's like internet culture, kind of.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it's
we
weird.
we shared that beer from whatever water, Sweetwater,
Mm-hmm.
but it hasn't hit here yet. But
Yep.
it's already been out. Everybody on the East Coast has got to try it.
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, the orange Kush or the mango Kush or whatever it was.
It's the Chaka.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Oh,
whatever
that
the-
one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they made it, and it's moving its way out right now, but we haven't got it here yet.
What confuses me about the whole 7-year thing is like, how does, the big cities in Texas, Chicago, shit like that, that's still current, right?
Yep.
For the most part.
It's because they're major. Well, in Texas, just
But
makes their
they're-
own shit.
But I think there's still a large majority of people that are on like Solana's wavelength, even in the big cities.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well-
fucking weird. So like our show could blow up 5 years from now, and us be like, what the fuck? So that's why I'm still tempted to keep putting our shit on podcast platforms because you never fucking know. People are just behind.
I actually have to recommend, yes, please do. Some of our old episodes are really great, and I actually love re-listening to them. And now that I have a commute, I actually appreciate podcasts more than I ever had before. They don't feel like a fucking waste of time, where it's like, when am I just going to have an hour to sit down? Where now, 45 minutes in a commute, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I wish I had something to listen to other than the radio.
I
Yeah.
think Tate's getting Snapchats of his daughter.
And it's
Aw.
also like I may have to show you guys how to do it to help me upload them, but it's basically taking our YouTube or Facebook video, converting it to an audio file, and then uploading that to Anchor, and then that distributes it to all the bullshit.
Ooh, also, anybody still watching, $50 bounty. If you can tell us the middle names of everybody on the cast, you get a $50 gift card to Amazon. Boom, there you go.
Even family.
Sure, I don't give a shit.
Figure the rest
You
of
can tell
us
me
out.
all 4 people's names that are on this cast in their middle names? Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. I don't fucking know Welcome's middle name. Chris, I don't know your middle. Tate, I do know Tate's middle name. I do know Tate's. And I also know mine. So, there you go.
You're 50%. Can
Pretty
I
good.
also win this?
Pretty
bounty?
good.
Tonight was very interesting. We went like our staples are still here, and I love our staples, but we hit like 25, 27 people
Yeah.
earlier when I was sharing like the fucking buy sell trade
We popped in the middle,
Markets
right when
and
the
shit.
second
all
beer
the
was going. We
craft
hit.
beer groups. Yeah, right during review. It was good and surprising.
I will also, now that it's episode 100, throw out, I'm going to call it a bounty. You know what? If you give me a section of 10 episodes, 1 through 10, 10 through, or 11 through 20, blah, 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 all of those, actually, I'm going to even say, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 1 through 10. 1 through 10, 11 through 20, all that fucking shit. If you give me one of those before anybody else, the next round of t-shirts, you will get your choice of t-shirt free of charge from us. You give us our reviews from those original episodes. I do say I'm gonna tip my hand here. The first 10 episodes, I don't think we rated every episode. So you give us those first reviews, you might actually have a pretty cheap t-shirt. But it only take you 2 or 3. 4.
I'm curious too,
6.
because some nights we could have just drank and like forgot.
Very, very possible.
Also, I will go as far as to say anybody who can tell us where in the very next following episode, one of the people on the show changed their rating to where they said, last episode I think I rated a 6.5, and then this week they're saying, no, I'm pretty sure I said 7.5. If you can do something like that to us, and you give me the video evidence, you get a t-shirt.
I know of one
You
episode
will get a
for
t-shirt.
sure that I did.
Just a time marker, time stamp within whichever episode. And that'll show like, okay, this episode's this beer and this beer, and it's Jason referencing, I like it more this week, or I hate it more, whatever. Very simple thing.
Oh no, if I rate it lower the following week, you don't get shit. I have to rate it higher. I'm positive I've hated beers more the next week.
So Jason, I'm close to affiliate on Twitch. You should follow me.
Wait, what? What about Twitch?
Whoa, what? I'm almost affiliate on Twitch. You should follow me.
Really? Holy shit. Okay.
I've been dominating.
Send me your
on
Twitch
Apex
name. I'll
lately.
follow you. I'll fucking watch you. What are you playing?
Apex.
He's a longbow boy, sitting on the fringes, just fucking shooting spokes.
Whatever.
I don't hate
I
that.
think
What's
He's
your
in there.
favorite?
He's in the balls, getting deep in
What's
it.
your favorite weapon?
Favorite? I'm liking the R99. I like Havoc Turbo.
Ultimate.
As long as
is
I
what
don't have to
everybody
watch you play
wants.
Dota or League, I'm good.
That's for soft people.
Softs.
No, I've been dabbling with Dota too. The international got me kind of back in a little bit, but there's still a lot of shit that's changed since I've played. Julie and I've been doing Pokemon here and there. We're gonna do the Zelda thing. I'm just trying to mix it up, stream, do music, and not think about work.
Are you, and this is actually a yell out to us on the show, are you doing anything with our channel for games?
I view my channel with Brews Bros and usually host it.
Okay. Do you mind if I start doing something with our channel?
No, you've asked that before too, and go for it, bro.
I'm sure I have, but you just mentioned that you're picking up pace, and I wanted to make sure. I actually might, just because I'm finally settled again.
You should, because then we can kind of piggyback off each other, Bruce Bros and Shriz. Like it.
It's Shristifer.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not Shriz.
True
I
support.
actually might set up for some sessions for our Pathfinder and just let you watch all of us acting like retards at a table, including Brad, and make everybody sign off so that they don't profit off of it, which is great for me. But we'll also drink some beers, drink some cocktails, do that whole thing. But when I do some games and I sit down for a long session, stream as us too. I'd really like to do that. I mean, I don't expect me to invest a ton of time until Brews Bros BS goes somewhere, but you better bet your fucking ass that when I'm sitting down for 10 hours of playing games, I'm gonna drink some drinks and I'm gonna talk about some beers. That's I actually find myself I actually ooh, moment of truth. Do you like talking to other people about beers? Do you find that it's a burden or do you find that you actually like to do it?
I have a blast with it.
Let me read it when you're done.
It depends on who I'm talking about it with. If it's the person that's like, oh, I heard you like craft beer, you're a fucking flamer. No, I don't want to talk to them about it.
People.
But if it's people going, hey, I tried this beer this weekend and this and that, I like this about it, or whatever, and like discussing the beer, hell yeah, I like it. But people that just try and fucking pluck and bully you, no, fuck you. Because there's both.
Of
Like,
course.
And those people are just trying to damage you because they're insecure about some shit. We all know that. We're all fucking adults.
What about you, Tate? You probably get asked more than most of us. Except maybe Wilk.
How I maintain this body?
No. I've seen that body. I'm not impressed.
What's the question?
When you get asked about beers or your review on it, how do you feel?
Do you look at it as a burden, or are you like, fuck yeah, they're asking me about beer?
I'm an expert, so somebody asking me my expert opinion is only generally a compliment. So I don't get all like, I'm above giving you a rating. I'll be like, oh, yo, let me hook you up. I'll steer you in the right direction. I got you, bro. There you go. I don't want to go into too much detail, but there you go.
We're over 2 hours.
You generally feel good about it. You don't feel like it's somebody doing it in jest. You feel like it's like, hey, somebody actually valued my opinion based on the fact that I've had. I can say across the board, I have tried over 300 beers, easy.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm an expert. I wasn't joking. You think I was being conceited?
Just like no bitch shit.
No, I feel like other people when they ask you and they don't. I feel like other people when they're like, "Hey, you drink a lot of beers," and they're like, "What do you think about this?" I don't feel like it's sincere. Do you feel like you get sincerely asked that question?
Like they don't know the actual amount of fucking beers you've tried or the shit that you know. They're just kind of like, oh, what do you think about this beer?
I basically overnight became internet famous, and so people.
Was
know
it last
He's a
fucking
fucking
week?
big hit.
When was this?
Well,
So people know my name, and when they come up to me, they know that I'm like
you
the
mentioned maybe
definitive
getting
authority.
a tattoo. What are you getting?
If it depends on how much they let me get, but I'm gonna get the state of Kansas outline, like that line. Hopefully, right here.
Okay.
I think Teresa and I are gonna get Harry Potter tattoos.
It's actually
Little lightning
cute.
bolt or what?
It might be. It could be Dumbledore's army. It could be always with the Deathly Hollow symbol.
Is it gonna be big?
No, it won't be. It won't be super big. I was thinking the same thing inside of the arm, inside of the bicep, kind of space.
I gotta get something else on here because it's just open.
So the last
figured
tattoo
right
I got
here.
hurt like such a fucking.
Oh,
bitch.
this one's gonna fucking hurt like shit.
Oh
but-
god, these thick lines back here,
They all hurt.
they hurt so
They
fucking
are.
bad. Felt like I was getting branded. I was like, oh my god, it hurt.
Some spots just hurt a little more
Man.
than others. Try getting your nipple tatted.
Oh
bro.
my god, the nip. Oh,
You say that. I've got my nipples pierced. That is a big fucking pain.
you got your
Really?
nips pierced?
At least that's like, it's not fucking like holding a lighter at your nipple and just holding it there.
This is true.
I pulled my rings out about 8 years ago, Yeah. I had them for like 4 years and they never healed.
Yikes.
His mom tunes in and he's talking about nipples.
This shit fucking hurts.
I would.
thanks.
Can you tell a difference after you took them out, or is it just nipples still?
We said Friday the 13th tattoos, and that's about it for me.
Wait, I missed your comment, Chris. What did you say?
Are they still just nipples, or did they change after you pierced them? And then got
So
rid
they
of them?
actually did. So the skin on the nipple started to grow out across the ring because they didn't heal. So they are now wider than they were. But the whole reason why I got them in the first place is my nipples are. This feels really gay to talk about. No offense.
Here we are in the late hours
They are-
of Brews Price.
They are perpetually hard, like 100% of the time, hard all the time. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Why not? Fuck, if that didn't hurt more than you can ever believe. And then those rings never fucking healed.
That sounds awful.
Like a chick that got a shitty boob job, where they're always hard.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
good
fucking
Lord.
terrible. No, the worst part is I have to wear these shirts for work, and they're not thick shirts; they're thin shirts. So I'm the only motherfucker who ever just has, boop, just fucking
Headlights
hard
are
on
on.
nipples, and I'm like, this feels like the worst shit ever.
Mom says I
This-
almost got hit over those piercings. What's that story?
I was gonna say, I believe that is my mom, and I believe she hit me in one time, and I fucking drew back hard because that shit hurt like crazy.
Okay.
I only ever pierced my ear, but I've thought about getting my ears done. But jits is the thing that keeps me from doing that. Like it's not a good idea.
I don't like people fucking my ears anyways.
Yeah.
Your whole earlobe thing, like you could rip away from your fucking
Yep.
head.
Nope. Not interested in that.
Hell no.
Dude, thank God. Total detour, but thank God my little girl got Teresa's ears. She didn't get these fucking satellite dishes. Look at these things, dude. Even in my baby photos, I got these big fucking ears.
What was that
What did you have for dinner? Just the burrito?
Lily?
It's Lily.
Do you have my burrito?
We're at hour 12,
Alright, guys.
We're there.
Jason! 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 Let's end this.
I don't have a beer to cheers.
I don't either.
It happens.
I stopped drinking it because I have to go somewhere after this.
Where you going?
Blue sky.
We sharing a ride?
I can see.
Do we need to? Do you need a ride?
No, Ronnie's gonna get me.
Who?
Ronnie, Archie's best friend.
Ronnie want to give me a ride?
We can see.
We can see, or yeah.
I'm sure they won't mind.
They?
It's Ronnie and Lena, the roommates.
Sorry, my wife yelled at me that you guys were yelling at me, and I was putting my kid in bed. So
Oh, sorry. We were about to say let's end this bad boy.
I want to do this for like 2 more hours. Can't we?
I know.
I bought a lot of fucking 6-packs for the show. So
But episode 100 was a clear success, and I love having this with all of you guys. It's gonna be weird over the next few weeks with all of our differences and shit, but
Go team.
fuck yeah, we did 100.
we did. That's a lot of beers. It's two. So it's over 2 years that we've been doing the show, which is great. But also, I do know now that Welcome, you've been off the show. Sorry, in different areas, not off the show. I myself have been in different areas, and I believe Tate possibly has some intention of not being on Chris's couch in the future due to possibly new kid. All those things that won't slow down the show. It may postpone, it may do different things with the episodes, but we do have plans. We do plan to drink beers, review beers, tell people about beers, that whole thing as 4 normal dudes.
I just
Drinking
won't
beer.
be on regularly. I would still.
But if I send you a text and say, review this beer, and review your
And you record it.
videotape yourself going, I like this beer, cut. This beer tastes like this to me, blah, 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 cut. This beer
Easy.
is
Easy.
Yep.
You know,
And
and then
you
I
just send
yeah,
it to
and
him.
then I
and we
You have to give it a rating.
I can do that.
And we do more
I just,
production type shit.
yeah. And I mean, I would still enjoy being involved, whether or not that you guys allow that.
I
That'll be
believed
up
you
to
after
you.
that.
And every once in a while we get together like this, just via
Sounds about right.
webcams, and drink a beer for an hour.
Yep.
We try to get the same beer. Oh, you guys got all the same
Only
beer? Okay,
1 hour
cool. Let's
instead
go
of 2
live
hours.
Tuesday for an hour.
Fucking A. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Again, no homo. Love you guys.
Love you too, buddy.
This has been a great 2 years. We've been doing awesome, and I love being on the show. I mean, I could go to sleep early on my Tuesday nights, but I absolutely appreciate spending them with you guys, drinking beers, giving my opinions to people, even if it's only the three of you.
It's been fun.
Fuck yeah. Always a pleasure.
Peace.
Everyone,
Also,
buddy.
Tate, congrats on your new baby.
Hell yeah.
Again.
Gracias.